What is this? Okay. This is interesting. Yeah, this is very interesting. The two silhouettes can be seen in a chop. Now let's replace Arc 7. Two silhouettes can be seen in the chapel. Yeah. A big brother and his little sister. Big brother who will never return from the day of 12 years in the past, and little sister who waited all alone for 12 years into the future. Her big brother knew everything and understood everything. Little sister knew nothing and understood nothing. So no matter how much time passed, little sister remained as a girl she had been 12 years before. She remained as a 6-year-old girl forever. And sobs until her big brother's chest finally sobbed. He quietly waited for his next words. After patting his head gently, big brother fished around his skirt pocket. And then he took something out. Are you listening, Angie? Take good care of this. What is this? A key? I took a large key with a necklace attached to his pocket and handed it out to Angie. It was large enough to cover Bella's entire palm, and Angie probably wouldn't have her whole hand all around it. The key had glittered in beautiful, intricate design. Intimately alone made it clear that this key was something very important. Bella put the necklace around Angie's neck. This is a precious key. This is yours, Angie. What is this for? Time to use it will come soon. And when it does, you have to decide for yourself. Understand. And she didn't have a clue what Bella was talking about. She did realize that he was telling her to take good care of this key. So Angie at least nodded in response to that part. Like, I can't get to the characters. Her hand the key had felt heavy. Now that it was around her neck, it felt as light as an ordinary necklace. How strange. Okay, let's go. Wait. She had been sure that her brother was about to sit down. This was a second ago he told her what happened on walking until that single day. She thought he heard her say more on the day of that island. What happened? Are you about to tell me that, Oni-chan? Oh, I will. I'll tell you the story and let you listen. However, it might be a kind of thing you cannot feel this. If you just hear about from someone else. What do you mean? What you really want isn't to know what happened on the island on that day. So you understood after all what happened on the island on that day. When the answer to the question was all I gave was, I wish for nothing more. But if I could, I would want to go there. To the island on that day. Walking around on the day I couldn't go to the dream of living age. Mom and Dad, my cousin, all my relatives, everyone else. I want to go back to that island on that day. I've always remained the way I was on that day. My heart and soul stops, stuck as a 6-year-old forever. Yeah, after what Bokuto did to you, I want to go back there. I know. I'm not unusual, everyone. I want to go back to where everyone else. That's why I decided to invite you there. Let's go. I am the game master now. Only those who know everything about the Game Boy can open up and invite the pieces. So I invite you to come onto the Game Boy. You would take me to Wakajima on that day? That's right. I'll invite you to Wakajima of 1986. Will I be able to see them? Everyone? Of course. Even though my memory's vague, I can't remember everyone's faces. Damn, she's a cute girl. It's sad what... You'll remember soon. And then we reunion after 12 years for you. We only have been so deaf for both of us. Everyone will welcome you back from the distant future. Will I be able to stay there forever? Will I be able to be you everyone forever? This is the girl I'm supposed to reach. Angie, listen to me carefully. Manly spoken in a admonishing tone, although warning me that this dream will not be finished. Wakijima's finished conference only lasts 1 night. Although the typhoon stopped both from coming on days, and so went on one night. Then when the typhoon clouds will have the lead on again, and exactly, the decision is yours, Angie. You have to decide for that yourself. Understand, of course, that means there's something on that day. It's a miracle just being invited to like this. Just 2 days before the typhoon passed. Those 2 days. And myself is always some sort of miracle that will never come again. If I'm greedy enough to have some more, that miracle might vanish. Either I was this, my young heart was 6 years old, not just a surely miracle. I don't want to leave. I know. I'll be with everyone forever. I'll stay with my family. Every time I had to head back, I'll stay at Wakajima. You can stay and leave. So it's not like one of those with the right choice. It's not how it is, Angie. And so you would let me choose. Yes. And that's what the key is for. Father touched the golden key that hangs for Angie's neck. I've already made my decision. You know how I'm going to decide now. Time to choose will come soon. And when it does, you must use your honest how to choose how you use that key. You don't need to listen to anything I tell you. You're free to decide it and however you like. If you're a good kid, if you trust your big brother, then what? Then believe in everything I tell you. Believe everything. I'll lead you to the best chance for you. Listen to my words and believe everything I say. Can you do that? I don't know. That's good enough. Just believe whatever you want. That's also for you to decide. If I don't believe in you, when I wake up from this dream, I won't have it. Don't worry. For some reason, Angie was suspicious of her brother and scared of him. I wish we made out on a day together with her family forever. She was afraid. And once she got on 2 meal, I could stay to what I might tell her to be satisfied with those answers to return 12 years into the future all alone. I've always told you. You can go and you can stay. There's no right decision. That's for you to decide. And you don't need to make a decision right now. And no one will force me to make either choice. Force. One time we go back into the future, there's a chance. I want you to choose. I want you to use that decision yourself by yourself. So I hope you make a certain choice. I will respect your decision. I've already told you. I made my choice. I've told you. Now isn't the time to choose. When will it be the time? The key will tell you. Large golden key hung from Angie's neck. Small hair held it tightly. Damn. The moment she looked, the book lay on the chapel's altar. It had a book without it, so they could not be away without a key. Angie looked between the key and the hanky chest and the book cards. Oh, this key unlocked that book? Don't touch that. His sudden forceful response made Angie flinch. Finally realizing that he scared her, Angie softened his expression. Come on, let's go. I'm inviting you. We'll come back to October 4th, 1986. Okay. All I hear now is glad Angie tightly. and they started walking. A brilliant light laid the chapel door. It was a blinding night that picked through the cracks around the door, and the brothers and sisters began to walk on the other side. That probably was original Arc 8. Welcome back, Andy. And after this, that will be it. Just for you, I'll open this game board one final time. Yo. The final arc. No witch side, no Agi side, just the core characters. This is how we like it. Just the core characters. There's no witch side, there's no Agi side. No soulless Kiwi, no complicated plot twist. Gonna fall. Once again, Captain Cummins is fully votes to watch him and cut across the sea but before. Yes. Till the October 4th, 1886 always begins with Atlas Scream. But at this time, one thing was different. There was another person writing love songs from Battle. Battle was screaming, and the other one was laughing. I better fall. No! Fine. Tyler's younger sister differed from her mother. She gets sick easily, but she managed to get better just from time to time. I'm so happy by this view slime by blood-belly relatives. What is she, my Agi? It looks like Ballard looks funny. Alongside Big Brother, who was gathered at hand, was screaming. Wait, no, what is it? Shit. It was his little sister also classically hailing the jumping and following why it's a different and George the others couldn't still laugh at the difference. You have the 6 years Anakin just as a little energetic as I remember him. Angie Moya was more lively than usual this YouTube. It will be the first time we have had all 5 cousins together. Well then, yeah. Which is going to be more lively than ever before. Don't you think this is way too fast? Begging his ass kept to slow down before it's too late. You call this fast battler? You're a whip. You're a whip. I wanna go faster. Faster. Any faster than this, and you already check out right off the boat. Is that what you want? I'm gonna fly. The vote of the Kelly ballot is rejected. It looks like. Look, when you change, you're gonna fall. Ballot needs to be punished for his catalyst hiccups. Aim. Nah, even this look pleasant. Wait, stop, Mark. You too, Andy. You're so glad they could this for that. I was worried about Angie's help, but she looks fine, just fine. Anyway. Is there a true 19 people on the island now? Like, I know Kindle actually isn't alive, he's dead, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is a true 18 people island. Wasn't she shortly sick before you left? Yeah, she was all better this morning. Kids can be incredible sometimes. When she's the type who gets sick when she's stressed or excited. It's not strange to feel like the kid all better when the day finally comes. She must have really been looking forward to spending all 5 of the cousins together. Because watching them play together makes one feel charged with energy, doesn't it? It does smile as they watching children play along. Yeah, I got very physical at the time. Everyone respected that she would be absent, but she had made it look like my cousin would wake up. He still strong as like joy when she came along with the family couple with the others. And so, for the first time ever, the 5 cousins were gathered together. October 4th, 1986. It became a day like no other. The kids dash up to the path leading to the harbor of the Rose Garden. Okay, there's just one more thing. Who is Battler the child of? Like, his mother isn't Asuma. And like, I thought this would be explained in like arc 6 or something. Because like Battler found the truth. But no. Who the frick is Battler's mother? This might be an insignificant detail to someone else, but like, wanna know, like, what the frick was Rudolph flicking with? Was this actually? Don't tell me Kiwi actually like. Kids dash up to the path leading from the harbor to the Rose Garden. They were probably so charged up that even walking was too boring for them. Yeah. First place. Battler was the first to leap against the fish right as the entrance to the Rose Garden. Nah, this is probably the shit I would do, okay? Be like, doo-doo. The dude while Moe adds you like went in. Apparently he was trying to make up for the dishonor he had suffered in the boat by proving his superiority on land. Well yeah, he was naturally proficient in land, not water. Like, I get shocked up to biologic evolution not favoring land, favoring water. The show where Angie Moy, which him in dead heat. I'm second. That's what I'm saying, okay? Ballard was lacing the youngins. I am faster than Angie. No, you're Moya just cheated a second. The 3-year gap between Angie and Moya was large, but both of them were kids. It's only natural for Moya to be fast, but Angie seemingly complaining about the shorter goal not to start of mine. Moya only trying to cheat so she gets last, but just only say if you give last space if you cheat, protested Angie. Come on, no need to fight. Jeez, you're both so fast. Nah, like, Ballard made this up for dishonor, but these two little... So I feel like they both are technically witches. They both are technically witches. Which I find that kind of crazy. Also, Moya hasn't really done anything. I will say one thing about the ending of Umineko. Is that I think they probably should have explained a few more mysteries before ending. Like, they should have had which of Origins Moya played a bigger role. Or like figure out what the fuck Ballard's mother actually is. It was just, you're not Azuma's child. It's been a long time since I last went like that. That's the next truth for that. Daily waste. To beat the pool, get strong legs automatic. Now the world's being a fast world and school that you sleep in. Onichan always steps in. He doesn't wake up today either, so I have to wake him up. Right? A star followed by a flying elbow. Okay. And a body pass on the top rope. And the air just about finished me. Jeez Louise. Like, she can't do that much damage because she's 6, but holy crap, are you... The anime characters, what they be doing to their brothers be unforgivable. Being a body pass tactician after waking up like that sounds like you never get up again. Sounds fun. I wanna do it too. I bet Onichan sleeps in tomorrow. We wake up today this time, okay? I recommend against staying up for too long tonight. Finally, their nuts came into sight. The cousins who had waved them were urging to help you up. Ajimori was so excited that they couldn't hardly wait. Just by having the 5 cousins together, just by adding Aji into the loop, look how energetic this day has become. Let's go. Yes. 荷物を置かれました。こちらへ挨拶に来られるところです。わかりました。カノンは皆さんのご案内、シャノンは紅茶の準備を急ぐように。かしこまりました。奥様。お父さん、クラウスです。そろそろご準備をお願いします。Is Kento even like there? Have a class knocking on the door, he'll minute from me. Oh, Dr. Nanjo, how's Father Joe? No need to worry. He's changing as we speak. I think he's just a little nervous. Who are you calling nervous? I can't find my favorite one-winged eagle Nika. How many times was I tell Nashi? My possessions must never be moved without my approval. Wait, Kenzo? Apparently Kenzo had been in a panic with some type of super bad opportunity. GTD of the family head above all else has always made a big deal about being appropriately attired. Will he make it in time? You think he can give us a little bit longer? Nah, Kenzo's the better of miracles, but this... Okay. And Kenzo's alive? Bro, in Arc 4, they basically showed off the spirit of Goldsmith. Arc 4, Kenzo was not alive. People at Beatrice tried to settle that argument by basically having him come down that corridor. That Goldsmith was not alive. At most, he was Kenzo's max insanity. Become down as soon as he's ready. Understood. I'm counting on you, Dr. Manjo. Father. Necktie pin. You have looks splendid on you as well. Necktie part that I have of the is that your suggestion? The family conference is held once a year. Nah, there should be no compromise. I must have that specific pin. Wait. Nah, this is different, dude. Kenzo-san, you looked at the drawer 5 seconds ago. Besides, you probably have the own explain in the next time period. Maybe some second one being sitting in this stopwatch occasion. Nah, he only want me. You think so? So I don't need to use the one English thing. Well, as class watching Nacho long things a lot, even as a wondering why his doctor wasn't his mother. Well, it's always like this. He always makes a fuss when no one's looking, but when time comes, he makes a decision with his pride. Not asking Nacho to come to the lunch and away, his class sneaked out of the study. What do you think? Splendid aroma. A unique one as well. Never had pumpkin tea before. I've never had pumpkin tea before. A little touch of sweetness makes it delicious. Before settling into tea guests, Gora says Shion. Until then, Shion thought it would be outrageous for herself to drink the same thing as the family and the guests. Now, but according to that kind of thinking was a mistake. Almost not so. Something if one does not know the taste beforehand. For example, when you visit a restaurant, you're most likely to ask the waiter if a dish you've never heard of catches your eye. How does the dish taste correct? See, so the waiter says he'd never tried it. That's seeing the cold. As a novelist, anyone serving the customers must be deeply inquiring with the taste of food served. He and the feel the happiest. Serving something that you've tried to enjoy yourself. That's why when I'm tea this delicious, I can't wait for everyone else to try it.
こそ
And because of that,
私たち使用人はあらゆ
I'm
る
still
お料理
very
の味
familiar
に
with the tastes
熟
of
した
all
か
sorts
ら
of food.
私がひょいとつま
But
み
now
食い
because
を
it's
してしま
setting
った
little
としても
nibble, it's
そ
all
れ
part of my
も
job
使用
description.
人の務め
役得であり仕事であるわけです。
But a plug and a part
わ
of
か
the
りま
job.
したか？
Do you understand?
はい。
Yes.
準備ご苦労。
Everything is proceeding
お茶の
smoothly.
方は問
Are there
題な
any
い。
problems with tea?
ああ、
Good
レン
news.
ジさんもぜひ
Might as
ハ
well
ロウ
try
ィン
some
ら
of
しく
those. Seeing as
今日はかぼちゃの
Halloween is so
後でもらおう。もうじき
The family
親
will
族
arrive
の
in
方
the
々が
mansion
お屋敷にいらっしゃられる。お子様方も
It looks as though
ご
the
一緒
children
し
will
そう
be
な
with
雰囲
them.
気だ。
Yes,
カップの用意も万全です。
Mom's ready to go as well. That moment, the continuous decision in mind started to wane. As you was sitting beside the swift picked up those two before the second one. And also, can you look like a human when he did this?
わかった。粗相のないように
Take
ご
care
案
when
内。
guiding them. How many I drove themselves getting you to see what
カノンからだ。
that was Kanan. Ah! It was Kanan.
今から親族方がこちらにお子様方もご一緒とのこと。シャノンとクマサはおでんゴーダは紅茶の準備を急ぐ。
Wait. I think Conference was a large event for the servants. The morale was high, they were full of determination to make it through another even by banding together. Mind the interruption. Who else is out here?
おお、よく来たね。
You made it.
道中問題は
Do
な
you
か
have
った
any
かね。
difficulties? Yo,
兄さん、儲けてるんでしょ？
you're doing pretty well for yourself, haven't you?
そろそろ自家用ジェットを買いなさいよ。
Isn't that the time you bought a private jet? Wow. Yo, this is just normal Yumiko. This is not... All the arcs before now were just fantasy. You see, a true victory is in the eyes of the beholders. Dun, 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 dun.
今回の機内も
There was
後
another
ろ目
fight
開
with
けしかお
only
ら
us
んかったから。
Irishimans at the board.
エンジェちゃん、
Angie
来られてよかったで
This
す
is lucky that you could
体調
come.
が悪いか
I
ら
was
欠
so
席
worried
する
when I
かもし
heard that
れ
you
ない
might
と
be too
聞
sick
い
to make it today.
てご心配をおかけしま
Thanks
し
for your
た。今朝
concern.
になったら急に
You
元気に
certainly
な
got
り
no
ました
better this morning.
お腹痛いのどっか行っ
And
ちゃ
tell me how you
った。
went
お
away.
腹をぐ
How
る
about
ぐる
my
かけ。
teleclock life?
お腹痛いのが治
That
る。
magic
魔
giant
法
here's
の
telling you.
こらマリア、
Now I'm all
少し
you
静か
quiet
にし
down.
おお、
Dude, is that bat looking? You've grown so big.
6年ぶりです。
It's been 6 years, hasn't it? You've grown splendidly.
いやおかげさまで
Well, I do keep getting bigger at least.
肝っ玉の方は
Can't really say about his guts though.
むしろ
But there's nothing to know he's the same old Batlacoon. Everyone laughs. No matter how big his body could, Batlacoon will always be Batler. Why did I say coon? Bro, okay. This Batler's always been terrified of falling off planes, boats and stuff.
アスムさんの血でしょ？
Wouldn't that be
多
awesome?
分あれだぜ。
I'm pretty sure I
こい
already
つ
know
が
who
小さい
did
頃
it.
遊園地で
It's
激しめなのばっか乗せて
Him
回
ride
って
all
た。
those wide rides in that music park when he was little.
身長制限で乗れない
Aren't
んじ
there
ゃない
height
の？
restrictions to stop children from
Yeah, yeah.
rhinos? Oh no,
ティー
not
カップと
those.
か
I'm talking about the
足漕ぎ
teacup
ボード
boats,
とか
paddle boats,
い
and
ろい
all
ろあ
that
るだろ
stuff, you know?
そういうのをちょいと
It
激し
looks
めに
like
付き合わせ
we
たの
took
が
those a little bit rough back in the day. Pain. Oh nah, that's why Angie and Boy are just like,
ルドルフ兄さんは
if I was going a
昔
little
からそういう
overboard,
のを
it
や
was
り
like
す
that
ぎ
would
る
up.
たちだ
He's
から
like,
それはそれ
oh
は
dear, I
かわい
see.
そうに
Well, Batlacoon. Yeah, poor Batlacoon indeed.
でも安心して
Still is
は
comforted
乗り
in a
物
way.
嫌いでこそ
Feel why
バト
even
ラ君って感じだものね
shows us he's still the Batlacoon we all know so well.
お兄ちゃんは
Only Jen
乗り
isn't
物
scared
が
of
落ち
lighting
るから
things.
嫌いなの。
He's scared of falling off them.
あーち
Gonna fall. Gonna fall. Nah, though, y'all gotta. Nah, though, valor speaking, okay? Some of these wives be goddamn crazy. Some of these wives, I would just close my eyes and not even look at them. And that's bad for the experience because I want to look. But if all of the wives was just like Twister, Toner. Stop running around. Maria, you're the one to become like, be a good example. Pardon me. I bought some tea for everyone. Let's go! Rosa doesn't seem... A person who won't follow she came as a Wilson Tico. Even Aji and one who were running his over side down, beeling when they heard their drinks were here. Oh wait, what's dad doing? He should be down here soon. He's been watching all morning trying to choose a time. You mean choosing ties suitable for the hair? I was always been picky about ties, isn't he? It's just something he has a passion for. Being stylish is a good thing. And yeah, he's always up wearing the same tie in the end. Finland was built out laughing. The sweet old Cinderella made up of him. Tea has spread toward the pub and the common houses will get more chilly and excited. Look, Mama, look, Mom. There's a pumpkin cookie for Halloween. Oh yeah, that's why. Come on, Rosa, you might not be a good mother. Don't think Rosa is exactly the best mother, with all we known about her in like Arc 4. Arc 4 like tarnished Rosa's PR, okay? Kinda like how Arc 3 kinda tarnished Ava's PR. Arc 7 kinda cooked Kiwi's PR, not gonna lie. Even though that is fantasy though, because these people somehow are able to force the people to actually like behave this way. Something about that. This is a sweet set kabojan, isn't it? That's why. Today we have some special pumpkin flavored tea for you to try. It is really delicious. I suggest you try it. Some without sugar first. It's on your sleeve. Be careful. Wow. I've never seen anyone here. Something about kabocha. How does going so far this stuff? Delicious. This is excellent. I was going to find it. He just built different. It tastes the kabocha's natural sweetness. Kabocha tastes best tempura. It's not kabocha, it's pumpkin. Yeah, pumpkin is different from kabocha. This is pumpkin. Oh yeah, seems to be complaining about the difference in nuance between the Japanese and English words. It looks like edgy kabocha and pumpkins are entirely different things. One line by Landry cocktail said discontently. Now I just say, whoa, what was so funny? And just when it looked like she was about to get in the bathroom and start wobbling, Moya started teaching her a cookie game, and Angie immediately became aggressive with this distraction. The cookie game! Then the jumping sound of the hallway, a heavy footsteps could be heard from the hallway. Having a pretty good idea what those footsteps were, the blows are straight in their backs. Those groups of the stuff for just a moment outside the parlor door, and was someone taking a deep breath and setting up for a dramatic pause, and then the door opened with Kinzo, with Genji and Nanjo standing behind him, yelling out loud. Whoa!
Happy Halloween!
And trick.
Trick or treat!
Treat. The cousin shouted it back. Let's go! He those returned to the greeting, looking a little embarrassed. As he stood there with her mouth open, unable to comprehend what had just happened. Welcome, my grandchildren. If you don't give me a treat, I shall plank you. Go ahead, Moya. Happy Halloween, Grandfather. I've got a really incredible one this year. You'll be surprised. Moya picked up a plushie behind him behind the sofa. All the other witnesses were similarly Umineko Publishers as well.
ほら、エンジ
Come on, Angie.
これ
You
をおじい様
give this to grandfather. Here, him, Andrew, and neatly wrapped present.
Oh,
Maria! You are always so thoughtful. Grandfather is so happy. As Kizo took Moria's present, a smile broke across his face as he rubbed his cheek against it. Master, your dignity. You're right. You're from present grandfather, great Moria. Return for the gift you're giving me. I promise not to plague you this year. Now it's your turn, grandfather. If you don't give me a trick, I'll plague you. Oh yes, splendid. Genji. Yeah. Genji basically starting to look like a Santa Claus sack and pulling something alongside Moria and handing it over to Kenzo. Here you go, Moria. Nah, this is wholesome. We never actually seen Kenzo and Moria actually interact with each other. Is this a true 19 person? Here's a present for you from your grandpa. I'm warning you, it's very cute. It's almost a waste to give it up to you. That's the dignity! This is a present from the other shit my head to Moria. It is cute. And I didn't will reveal the Hiroshima family's dignity and grace. Take good care of it. Thank you, grandfather. I love you. What the hell? How about you? My cute little granddaughter. Yeah, get you getting fed up. Nah, bro. Nah, this is a lot more emotional for the entirety of like all the other arcs combined. This way more emotion Kidzo has shown. By this point, even Genji had given up on Kidzo's dignity. So the dignity of the family outlets so how to take the usual than longer than usually for this year. Happy holidays, grandfather. This is from me. Happy this is mine. I hope you like it. Ooh, Jessica. Thank you for yet another year. I am so happy. With tears streaming down his face, Kenzo hugged George and Jessica. Oh, and Ballad too. I'm so glad you have returned to the family. It's been lonely without you these past 6 years. Well, anyway, yeah. I'm not sure how you like it. You'll like it. Don't worry, Ballad. I know you have things you want to say and things you want to ask. But now is not the time. Grandfather. I'm glad that you have returned to the Hiroshima family. It makes me feel happy. Only Kenzo moved forward and hugged Ballad. Ballad drew his back, but he understood Kenzo's feelings and hugged him back. As you watched the scene play, I was shocked. Was Hiroshima Kenzo always this kind of a person? And you up. Go give it to grandfather. Okay. As she didn't have a clue on what was going on, she took the present of the ball and gave her a walk forward timidly. Suzu's face, who had been looking at her sitting on seemed to have been much stirred in the moment Angie stepped forward. No, it had become stern. The expression was the one always worn by Kenzo inside Angie's mind. This was Hiroshima Kenzo. He was thick with a short tail and always a stern expression on his face. The most terrifying person in the Hiroshima family. It felt as though the world had suddenly gone quiet and only done when it was my turn to step forward. Why? Why it was only for me? And even so, isn't this the way it should be? Isn't this the Hiroshima Kenzo I expect the Hiroshima Kenzo I understand? Nah, come on, nice Hiroshima Kenzo kinda wholesome. Okay, but Moria a very nice girl, so like that reaction that Kenzo had makes sense, okay? It was like a puppet carrying tea. I was to walk in before it blew over. Put the puzzle on hold in front of me and stopped in front of Kenzo without letting his expression change in the slightest. Kenzo slowly reached out and touched the puzzle. Let's go! In the instant, Angie caught her from the base of the puzzle. Oh, his white bee walking up against her cheek. The grandfather is so happy. I'm so glad to be blessed with such lovely grandchildren. I feel happy. There was one thing that is true, okay? Kenzo might not care so much about these kids, but the grandkids, he cares a lot more for. And I'm so happy that tears won't just stop. Master, your nose is one. That and your dignity. Oh, Genji, forgive me. The old man blew his nose, but it didn't look like possibly anyone other than Kanga overcome with tears at his grandchildren's gifts. Thank you, Angie. I've heard that you choose to come. You choose to come even though you weren't feeling well. I'm so glad. Here is this for you. There's a large gift box that Angie shares, and she finally realized all the buttons give out to Kenzo were wrapped differently in different boxes and sizes. I wonder what he got you, Angie. I heard Grandfather always personally chooses what he gives each of us. Pretty incredible with all of these people. Let's go! Every year, he picks them out himself. He does? What, every year? He picks what himself? This results in what happens every year? My cousin were happily chatting along about what the Halloween puzzle would be this year. It was supposed to be way different than the stuff we have seen in Arc 1 and like afterwards. To be fair, Ballard was actually trying to do like a prank. In Arc 6, before Erica just decided, nah, we're not pranking, we're killing people. Moya came up to Angie and suggested that they compare the weights of their puzzles, but for some reason Angie just stared blankly. After the adults handed their puzzles to Kenzo one by one, and was even given a return, as long as they considered words about their health and questioned about how they've been doing recently. After watching and seeing the exchanges, I've been completely gone happy, and announced the lunch was ready. So, ready? Come, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy the splendid wage was going out to prepare for us. Quickly to the dining hall. This way, everyone, follow. Will we carry our presents to your room to the guest house? Please feel free to leave them here as you leave it for lunch. Wells stood up, leaving the present while they lay on the tables and sofas and followed Kenzo up to the pot food. Only Angie remained standing though stunned. She clutched in the gift box that Kenzo had given her. Yeah, Angie. Never once been going on lunches betrayed expectation. When Hayashi said that the lunches were the only reason anyone came to these film conferences, everyone laughed and nodded. The delicious food has a way of keeping the conversation flowing. You've gotten so dull. How have you been lately? Oh, you know, not bad. It was a fun wheel with everyone asking each other the ladies and laughing together. No Seamus family sat more in a specific seating ranking order, so the adult siblings, the cousins, and spouses all sat in groups. This made it easier for the conversation to flow smoothly. I had to withdraw from slightly from the cousin's shadows, looking down on the dining hall. What were the kids and the adult siblings doing? The conversation seemed to be peaceful and fun. Most of the time, the siblings, mothers, and fathers of their own household. However, they got together and wanted to find kids and their brother was lifted off on their shoulders. They became younger brothers, so they would go back to being kids again. It was usually easygoing and fun, but one of the sense of dating. He became so bright and chilly in this game, it almost looked like there was another battler. Even Kenzo looked peaceful, relaxed. Didn't say a word about money or inheritance. In fact, he didn't even insult his children and call them incompetent. He just looked like a happy old man genuinely pleased with his whole family together for this only time of this year. The group of spices were just harmonious. That's what I'm telling you. All the somebody could make a theory that all of the orcs are illusions, honestly. Conversation jumps to topic on lovely issues like their childhood education, running a household, and family health. Even Naishi and Nanja happily joined in. What about the cousins? There was no way such a family there probably was such a fun group of friends could be held to be this lectures. Moya had her element strung off and knowledge of Halloween trivia. And George and Jessica would not understand. Bella would say something stupid and Moya would laugh at him. If I won, I could easily join on the conversation. I can easily slip out to receive my attention to dessert. It was happiness, both fun and natural. It felt like enjoying a pleasant doze in the eyes of the springtime sun. Hey, come on, Agi. According to the weather report, we can expect a big storm tonight. It's supposed to be a typhoon. Looks like we'll be stuck here for more than one night again. I don't mind in the least. You may stay here as long as you wish. Doesn't mean seeing your friends or the place with grandchildren more after I'll play to the Wayne every day. Give us a break. You have work to worry about. Honestly, the whole Kenzo probably liked his grandchildren makes a lot of sense due to Arc 4. Arc 4 kind of confirmed that Kenzo at the very least had liked his grandchildren positively. Why don't you leave the island, father? That way you can see your grandchildren whenever you wanted. Truth. Living on a remote island may have a sense of majesty, but you hadn't had enough of it. It's too noisy in the city. I much prefer a quiet island with no one but my family. I like it here. While I'm walking on summer, I have to take some time to adopt it to a life. I agree. At your age, I think you should consider moving to nonchalant. Yes, I am. I want to live in peace only by my family. And I am satisfied. You have the island to make my dream of mine come true, father. It seems that you've all got, ladies and gentlemen, lunch is complete. Grandchildren, you'll probably be waiting constantly silent tomorrow. Now's the only time you have clear skies. When I go enjoy the world on the beach. That sounds good. Okay, everyone. Wanna go? Wanna see the wolves walking on the bench? This is a good happy arc. Like, this is only chapter 1. And that's a scary thought. This is only chapter 1. Oh, crap. You collect shells and collect glass too. Collect glass? That's how the bad I use. By the way, become one. Did you forget Palo? Remember how we used to pick them up together? Oh, want those pieces of glass? I always thought they were just pretty gems. Have you seen the glass gem, Minji? No. Then let's go. I will show you. Let's go, let's go. The first one who gets to see them gets them. I'm gonna get them all. In that case, I'm not gonna lose either. Let's see who can find the prettiest, biggest glass gem. Jessica, I am so sorry. Jessica got a get back. I know Kiwi technically got her get back on Jessica, but like, Jessica got her get back in Arc 6. We did not know that Kiwi and Jessica's rivalry would go so far. It's just an adult versus a 16-year-old kid, like.
やれやれ、
Oh,
ここは
wait.
一つ。
Times like
童
this,
心に
why
戻
not
る
be
と
a kid?
負けねえぞ。
I'm not gonna lose either.
じゃあ、僕たち
No, I
は
guess we-
浜辺へ行ってきます。
いとこ同士
Take it easy
の
and
ん
enjoy
びり
your
して
time
くる
together,
がよい。
grandchildren. The cousins of the room, from their seats and immediately left the dining hall. Moya grabbed Aji's hand and dragged her along. However, Aji's expression was vague, absent-minded. The opposite of Moya's by him. Six-year-old Angie. The cousins walked along the water's edge playing. The sister bitch of class and polishing the way the game smaller and like. They would cut on each other's lives and choked along. They were words in thus hand. And they chased the recording waves and went away from the coming ones. The cousins enjoyed this time they had to themselves.
待て待てマリア。
Get it back here, Moya.
今度は許
You
さねえ
won't
ぞ。
get off easily this time. No, 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 no.
転ぶと怪我をするよ。
You get hurt if you
二
fall.
人とも気
Be
をつけ
careful,
て。
you two.
風が強くなっ
It
て
feels
きた
like the
から
wind
そ
has
ろそ
gotten
ろ引き
stronger.
上げ
Maybe
た
we
方
should
がいい
head back soon.
そうだね。
You are.
空も曇ってきた
I
気
think
が
the
する
sky
よ。
is that
バトラ
cloudy
君、
too.
マリアちゃん、
Alec-kun, Moya
そろそ
chan.
ろおしまいにして
I think we should call it
一度
days
ゲ
to
ストハ
head
ウス
back
に戻ろう
together
か。
for the time being. No,
いや
no
もっ
way.
と
I
遊ぼう
want to play
ほ
more.
らこら。
Hey,
敵
I
の
didn't know you
じ
cousin.
ゃあ、これでおしま
Okay,
いだ。
that's
ほら
all for now. Here, I'll give you my glass, Jim. Really?
ありがとうバト
Thank you,
ラこれ
Bella.
で一番数が
Now I
多い
have the
から
most, so I'll win.
エンジェ大丈
Angie,
夫
are you
か
okay? Yeah,
どうした？
that's all
少
right.
し元気ないぞ。
You look a little down.
疲れたんだよ。
She's just tired out.
Minna
Come on,
de
let's all head back together. True, Angie's expression probably looked like tired. However, Bella alone thought he saw something
な
else
んかあっ
in
たの
it.
か？
What
話して
happened?
ごらん。
Can you tell me?
なんでもない
It's nothing. She said that, but something in her expression showed that she was unsatisfied for some reason. However, since Angie wouldn't say what it was, Bella couldn't think of anything. That was the limit of what he can figure out. He squeezed her hand, suddenly knowing her that she could tell him wherever she was ready. Don't be you. There seemed such a bright sunny day until a second ago. However, the sky turned gray and the wind started to feel more annoying than pleasant. They were waiting around, they always have to deal with Skelly way too impressive.
これであとはずーっ
I
と
guess we'll be waiting down for the whole
な
time
んだ
until
か
now.
変な
Let
い
it
す
drag.
でも、
Still,
短い時間だ
even
った
though
け
we're
ど
waiting lives, it was fun to be a kid for a while.
このガラス石
I can't wait to show Mom this glass gym.
マリアが優勝した
I'm gonna tell her I won.
俺が見つけたやつを譲ったん
Even
だけど
though you've
な。
only won, cause I give you mine.
マリアがもらったから、
I've
マリア
got it,
の
so
も
it's
のなん
mine.
だからマリアが優
So
勝
I
だ
won. And she walked distantly, pulled along by her brother. Judging others' mother, she probably woken up too early, was tired, so they didn't try to talk to her much. As he wished he had enough on his side path, and what was gonna lead before them. Then see strong winds making a luscious wave. Mama, look, I won! Give her a hand and yelling Moya ran. Rosa was waving at her from the front of the guest house.
私は一度
I'm
自分
gonna
の
head
部
back
屋
to
に
my
そ
room
したら
for a
す
sec.
ぐ
I'll
い
meet
と
you
こ
in
部
the
屋に
cousin
行くよ
room right after.
わかったよ。
Okay, get it. Oh, Beatrice. Cause Book and Sal, like, Book and Sal and Lambietta need to show themselves on the Game Boy. Remember the Furuka Erika appearance? That shit was crazy. Well, to be fair, it's pretty good that Angie and Furuka... Wait, what if Angie and Furuka Erika actually ever met? Like, before I think more about the situation, but... That's like an interesting hypothetical. Yeah, I kinda mean future Angie, but also 6-year-old Angie could do. See you later then. Just gonna win all the resistance of the mansion. Joe just turned around as though she just better get going. 2. However, when you saw Angie sitting so with a cloud look on her face, you realized that she might have been put in a bad mood by something. Is everything okay? Yeah, she's fine. Fine, but you didn't mind going ahead of us. Sure, I got it. See you later. We're not heading to guest house. No one's left with Balor, who was and George and Angie were staying on the ground holding Balor's hand. For the past few minutes, he repeatedly asking Angie what was wrong. He realized there wasn't nothing like a stomach or something obvious that had put her in a bad mood. As a young girl sometimes get upset for reasons only they can understand. Balor knew this, so he didn't rush her and continue his ways on his beautiful work by holding her hand. Onicha? What is it? Where is this place? She asked this question as though she was talking about something other than the sight of the silver screen. About to understand what the question meant, he played dumb. What do you mean by No, it isn't. Yes, it is. House is supposed to be Wakajima. It's Wakajima of October 4 of 1986. The Wakajima you have wanted to see for so long. That's a lie. Why you say that? This is all a pack of lies. As you wet your head from his brother's grip, that hand hit a rose and sent petals flying. I don't lie. How's it supposed to be the truth? Had he spat those words out, having Balor's expression remain calm and composed. What do you not like about it? For one, Urashima Kenzo. There's no way he was like that, you know. Nah, there were glimpses of that though in Arc 6 and Arc 4. You just need to go and try it again for the first time in a while. I think anyone felt was smart at that situation. Not Urashima Kenzo, he wasn't that kind of person. Urashima Kenzo was strict, discontent, short-tempered, and quick to anger. So you do understand. What was all that back there? How was it supposed to be Urashima Kenzo? Halloween? Changing presents? What the hell was that? That is nothing like Urashima Kenzo. This is nothing like Wakajima. Don't you remember, Angie? Remember what? We did that everywhere, didn't we? Everywhere that? Well, I guess it's no surprise. The last time you went to a family conference, you weren't even 6 years old. It was only natural for you. Wouldn't remember. It was only natural that... Yeah, because Angie's only 6 and like... The prime time of goddamn... She turns 18, but like the prime time of her memory, or people's memory, is usually like 6. So like, yeah, Angie is not going to remember anything before that. Dang. But you understood what her brother was trying to say. I think you would. Dang, Maria seems like 2 times bigger than Angie. However, she couldn't accept it. It's true that Urashima Kenzo was a strict man. When he was younger, he really did without showing his kids apparently. It was pretty traumatic with the old bastard and his siblings. You can say they still a bit scared of him every now. Well, you wouldn't be long. When I tell how Kento was restore the instrument fan was more than enough to paint as a original fighting man. Furthermore, Kento was an investor. All the legend tells about him. Few more mysteries and probably working in his dude's favor. Sometimes Kento may have even acted a part of the people expecting and delving his presence to make it more of power. Those other world I watched speak of Otoshima Kento as a strict, short-tempered man. And they even thought of it as fickle, bold, incompetent, incomprehensible, and eccentric. Wait, this is the interpretation of the viewer? What? That was just the face his grandfather showed to the world. Because now he acted like him private, along with his family. I was saying that weeping old man who died on his grandchildren is the way Otoshima Kento. You must have played with you patted your hand many times. Do you really not remember? Things like that might have happened once or twice. But that would have only been the realm of Kento. My parents told me all the time, grandfathers would tell them presents to make sure you don't mess up. They always said that he was very scary to take care of. That means he was a scary person. You never questioned your parents or what they told you. I guess you can say that you were an obedient kid. But I can say to you, but I could say you also had an overactive imagination. That elders would try to make you realize how important it was to be polite. Damn! I'm sorry though. I knew about it. I knew about Otoshima Kento was a scary person. I even saw him yelling at me in English. I remember that, I'll never forget it. What we saw just now is grandfather can be abrupt at times. He might have just been trying to surprise you. Or maybe it just slipped out while he was having a serious discussion with his kids. And you think like that scared for no reason. And I got the wrong idea. I cannot be sure. I mean, I still remember when I saw Otoshima Kento yelling at me and scared me. Mom and Dad were terrified too, so I know I am right. The question you had on grandpa when you were young remained with you, and the question grew inside of you as you grew up. Many times an edgy see kids all her life. Although it was you at the last time she saw him. As you who was sick easily when under pressure, couldn't have done to walk anymore often. And since she was absent for most varying hours when she was sick, last memories of them must have come when she was just 5 years old. But even you haven't seen Otoshima Kento for 6 years. That's right. But when I finally come back after 6 years, I saw that grandfather hadn't changed in the slightest. Kento was fickle, so you can never understand what he was thinking. His instant character was a creepy love in the goat, and that's true, he had a love for the goat. It was a bit strange hobby for him to get into in the final years. And yeah, I remember his hobby of collecting strange objects just because of nature wasn't exactly plays. Bro! That look like resaving the timeline. Even Battle had been playing like Kenzo in the past. He showed me an adequate case with 7 strange sticks in it. Yo! It said something about how the witches of the Middle Ages used them to sacrifice rituals to gouge out the heart. When Kenzo first showed me this, I was pretty frightened, but looking back at it, was the kind of break that could only fool a child. Raphael only scared his grandchildren because he wanted to joke with them. I'd be willing to bet that Raphael pulled a prank like that on you too. It's no surprise that young as you were, who let that scare you and convince you that my father was a strange and terrifying person? I don't know what you're talking about, Oni-chan. And you better live up and see that to the love. She said she did not understand, but the truth is she understood perfectly. It was just refusing to accept it. Remember how we treated Halloween presents and parlor just now? What was all of that about? It sure my family never did anything that sentimental. You don't remember anything, huh? You're saying I got presents once too? I don't remember anything like that. That could never happen. Do you really think Grandpa, a man who lived in code and wasn't churches, wouldn't celebrate Halloween? Whoever Happy Halloween was a standing voting out outside of conferences. You must have been given one. That's why Moria had the Happy Halloween thing. But yeah, the people who love the occult usually be in the Halloween stuff. There were little glimpses of this in like arc 2, dude. This could be so cool. My father must have put all of his heart in choosing that present for you, but it looks like your heart didn't remember. Dang. Whoa, that's crazy. Final arc. Are you saying that I was too young to remember? And the truth, and that it was the truth of October 4th? That day, just like 6 years before, when I went into the parlor by a Happy Halloween. Then he showed she was the owner. On with the way along the young listening to him again. What if I was very sad they weren't able to come? I gave a present to Curious until I know to make sure you got it. I've never heard anything about a present like that. I never got one. True. You never had the chance. I don't believe it. I don't believe that was what Shumakin. What about the family conference itself? Wasn't a tense argument between the distribution and the inheritance? Half the adults were in money trouble. They tried to unlock your kinship for the inheritance. And you really hid that from. What do you mean, Ray? It's the truth, isn't it? You think we're talking about financial difficulties with this company when you were that age? Not just that. Even Uncle Bud and Aunt Rosa talked about how they were in money trouble and wanted Kinsman to inherit his money. Do you really think they'll talk about it in front of you? But it's true, isn't it? That was the bottom line. Hattie's was not mistaken. Rudolph and Kraft's Highship was all high companies in money trouble. People started talking about the walking around explosion as some sort of conspiracy. The mystery and imagined how the public was covered in this island. Releasing the magazines and television shows. This was the circumstances of which King was chosen at the time. And in the future on what edge you live and that research have been made public. We learned about it all after 1986. Okay, Arc 3 might have been the true start of Yumiko. I don't know about Arc 1 and Arc 2. Arc 1 and Arc 2 were about dealing with this loop. Arc 3 was the true start of Yumiko. Yo, read it till Arc 3. Nah, I'm gonna say, read Yumiko. It gets good at Arc. It gets good in Arc 3. Because every goddamn event converges in Arc 3. It kind of makes sense that Arc 3 is like the future arc, but it's also the only arc when somebody actually survived and not all of them didn't just get murdered. But it's the fact, isn't it? There's no difference between facts and truth. And does that prove the inheritance created a strange atmosphere between the relatives on Wakajima? It seems that you're perfectly still in your memory of your parents telling you you used to be extra polite at the family conference. Are you saying that what I know about Wakajima and what I know about the Ojima family is wrong? You're the one who's not on each end. Well, I saw it cannot be real. There's no way. refuse to accept that as Orochimaru Kenzo. Never, ever able to accept Orochimaru Kenzo like that. So you don't believe Angie? Yeah, that's why I don't believe. I just don't understand why you showed me something like that. After all, this is your game, no, your game board, isn't it? Beato and one witch after another, sealed as fate trying to make me someone in their games. But I seek the truth. Those witches' deception will not work on me. Alligator, your DM measures. So you've sent only chance final assassination to finish me off. You're right about one thing. This is my game. So of course it's my telling, I'm the one telling it. That is why I'm able to in whatever situations. Like what would happen if you came onto the island too. See? You've made this there. It's all a pack of lies, a fiction you created. You're right. This is all fiction I created. See? You've admitted it, you haven't it. It's a lie you've made. Why are you lying to me? Why don't you just tell you the truth? Because it's something more important. I need to get across to you. Something more important than the truth. What the hell are you talking about? I heard some of my games to help you understand that. Besides, Beelzebub's games were made to make Ballard believe in witches. Ballard's game was made to communicate something in Angie that was more important than the truth. Okay, but Bill just managed to like win in the end though. Cause Ballard is now the game master. Of the games. And the games never bring about their intended ends by force. I thought Beelzebub's games would never be won for all eternity unless Ballard himself acknowledged his loss. And Ballard's game was the same. In this game, Ballard couldn't win unless Angie acknowledged it himself. They gone from Beatrice and versus Battler to Angie versus Battler. Damn! Yeah, we've really gone from defeating the Witch of Truth, Erica, to defeating Angie. I don't know what Bill Castella's gonna be. Like, they're like, damn, we're gonna create a bad ending for this game. That's pretty ominous. Ballard had advanced this game just as Beelzebub done in the past. To believe, to accept, or not, to accept or not. Additionally, solely on the hands of the opponent. And so, Ballard was trying to ensnare Angie with his own illusion. I finally get it. This is a game between me and you on nature. I'm not trying to challenge you to a game, no. This is a game. I made a wish hoping to learn the truth of my teenagers. He advised me saying you're showing me the truth, and now you're showing me the strange illusion, making me believe it's the truth. Oh, too bad. I'm always used to dealing with witches. I'm fully aware of what kind of false you used to trick me. Big Bro knew that none of his words would have any effect on his enraged little sister, so he quietly listened to Angie's words. But for Angie, even that was frustrating. I have more than enough of this stupid fuck. You've been planning on telling me the truth, but it ended all now. I found my own truth myself. I won't lie to you. It's like, there never was anyone to lie on anyone. I've always been alone. But I won't let you leave this game. Oh, that's why. Unless the game master needs to defeat the game never ends. That's not what it is. I just wanted you to stay quiet and listen to what I have to say. Oh, okay. I'll stay quiet then. And even if the player wasn't allowed, the piece just move by themselves as the game moves forward. Isn't that how it is? Alright. Step back from being a player and become a observer for a little while. You can come back whenever you feel like it. I'll just do that. This is a Dealer's contest. I'll keep on guard until you give up on trying to cover the truth. Damn! Something more important than the truth? You're not making any sense. There's no such thing.
あるんだよ。
There was
仮に
Angie.
俺の物語が
Whether
真
my
実でな
tale
か
is
っ
the truth
た
or
お前
not,
は大切なも
the
のを
fact remains that you lost something
この
precious
島
on
で
this
なく
island.
している。
お父さん、
Then
そしてお兄ちゃん、
and you,
私が
Anichan.
亡くし
I
た
lost
の
my
は家
family
族
and
だ。
everything mattered to me. He spat out those words with no further question would do any good and looked away. Even as he watches, Bella's expression remained
勝手に
gentle.
進めなさいよ。
You just keep going on have
Onichan.
your later, Onichan.
物語だけはちゃんと見て
At
い
least
るよ。
make sure you watch
聞
this
くだけで
tale.
もいい。
Even listening is
気
just
が向い
enough.
たらね。
If I feel like it later. Some difficulties, but as usual, it's clouded. A particular strong gust of wind blew and sending her hair flying. The wind must have carried some dust away, and now she's no switch and sneezing normally.
お兄ちゃん、
Hey, Chan,
なんだい
what is it?
いつまでここにい
How
る
long are we
の？
gonna stay here? The
Guest
weather's all
houseに
weird. Let's go back to the
帰ろうよ。
guest house. And just more cloudy anymore. However, the tone and atmosphere looks like it's somewhat different from before. In the mouth of typical long girls, Angie saw that she was bored and she wanted to go do something. This Angie was clearly six-year-old Angie.
そうだね。
And point.
じゃあ、
No
レン
wonder
ジ
we
は
just
ゲス
sent
トハ
back
ウ
to
スに
guest
お
house
兄ちゃん
now.
はまだ
I'm
ここ
gonna
にい
stay
る。
here.
どうして？
Come on, I was still waiting.
そろそろ来るはずなんだ。
She should be here in a moment, so I'll wait for her.
待ってるって？
Wait for her? For who?
え？
Huh? Come on. Then to edges as it looked as though a strong wind was carrying flocks of gold. I mean, no, she definitely seen something that she wasn't able to describe what she had seen. It seems like a flock of gold dancing in the wind. There you are. I've been waiting a while now. It seemed as though he was talking to the wind. Ballard spoke to the empty rose garden. That can't be right! Ballard's mission is to revive Beatrice. After all, it's clear from his will that he was talking to someone right in front of him. Although Angie dodged someone in his own, she couldn't see she was her eyes. And when she opened her eyes, a large guzzle flew past her. I shut her eyes immediately, and when she timidly opened them, on the other side of the orange garden, she had some path that leads up to a harbor where a person appeared. The Angie looked as though she appeared wasn't on clouds with the golden flakes carried by the wind.
Oh, Senzo.
You're late, Vieto! Let's go!
そうか。
Here I am, I call it early.
たまにはお前も
You should take a ride on the boat with us every now and then.
柵に捕まって。
Being grasp the handle and scream alongside of you.
いいぜ。
Yeah, sure, let's squeeze good and fall good.
なるほど。
I see, how interesting.
認めよう。
Yeah, I suppose I did a lot too late. The pair of casually walked with each other and hugged. They looked like a pair of friends after being reunited for several years. Archie was surprised by this unfamiliar woman and was looking for somewhere to hide. However, her eyes met Mioto, so she had lots of chances. And you must be Angie. Huh? She was shocked to see this unfamiliar woman and leaves her.
こやつも6歳の
Look
頃
how
は
cute she is at the age of 6.
お兄
I'm
ちゃん、
in
こ
Jen.
の人。
Who is this person?
お兄ちゃんの友
A
人
friend of mine's.
優しい。
A friend?
それは
How could you say that?
お兄ちゃん。
When he chose friend?
こいつはベアト
This is bitches.
おじいちゃんから
You have heard from grandfather, haven't
後
you?
ろ宮家の
About the code in which you gave Otoshima family's gold. Have heard, yeah, have I heard that before? Golden Witch. Now I remember. That was a scary witch who would snatch you away into the forest. If you didn't listen to your parents' story, what could you go?
雨の夜。
On rainy nights, if you look at the window of the dark forest, you might see a witch looking back at you and get snatched away. That's what mom told me.
ということは
Which
わ
must
らわ
mean
夜更か
I'm
しの
supposed to be
子供
wandering about when looking for each way to find kids staying up late. How pitiful would that be? Be like at the window trying to find the kids. Beatrice is back! Again, it's bad when Beatrice gets mind duped, okay? Beatrice was kind of mind duped for like arc 5 and arc 7. Arc 6 and arc 8 was like the only times when like normal Beatrice Good point. Angie, your parents just made that story up to get you on bed on time. She doesn't do stuff like that. Wait, well, allow me to introduce myself. I am Beatrice, the Golden Witch. Let's go! Yo! Yo! She has been called here for the ceremony and finally returned of the vast amount of gold which the Shima family received from the grandmother. Marketing was no longer any need of the old arguments and tragedies. Let's go! Beatrice exists on the game board. Kenzo's alive. Bro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 people, bro. 20 people. Or her grandchild, at least. Grandchild. That grandchild probably was a damn fine thing. Well, it is true, isn't it? The person my grandfather got to go from called the Golden Witch was his grandmother. Like, that is true. I admit. The grandchild of the Golden Witch, which is I couldn't get a better title than that. Is this person a witch? Yep, she is. She's gonna give us an invite to the family conference today. She isn't a scary witch. She's not gonna take me away to the forest. Damn, Rudolph and Kiwi. This is what they're telling this kid about me. I don't do things like that. I'll lodge a front protest later. She looked like a very emotional person, but she wasn't all what Asia expected a clean Golden Witch to be like. Nah, Beatrice chill, okay? Rather be in the void dimension playing the game that Beatrice had us playing than like go hooked up with, then like be stuck for 24 hours with one of those witches. And that's true, okay? I don't think I want to be stuck 24 hours with Bokus or Lambietta. Lambietta would just leave. Bokuso would just try to torture me for fun. Beatrice Ava would just try to play little fun game of killing me over and over again. Erica would just get into a vicious argument about how Beatrice doesn't exist due to these factors. Beatrice wouldn't do none of that. Nah, would you rather have to play the entirety of Yumiko? And she was very weird, overreacted to everything. Then like the witch Moyoni talked about, who lived for 1,000 years and had various cells in the demon world. She looked like an injured girl mom, but she imagined mom had been good friends with. The brother and the witch talked together like a bunch of close friends. Dogs don't often trust people when they're meeting them for the first time. How people say dogs feel more easy when they're to see the other one acting friendly towards them. She was something similar to the same person I just saw. And this pushy temporal environment with colors so the witch trapping and having a real battle. And she watches behavior closely. What is the key for? Bridget told him there was the golden key hanging from Angie's neck. Angie immediately grasped it defensively. That's Angie's precious key. After hearing those vague words, the witch stared blankly for a second. But almost she seemed to understand what he meant. I see. Is that how it is? I thought it'd be easier to understand if I make it clear what she's supposed to do. Don't worry, Anne. I should not steal your patience. Really? Of course. That key belongs to you and the choice is yours. Battling the witch was immediately silent to guide you along your path. When handing this key, the brother said it was very important and she has to take good care of it, as she didn't have a clue on what this key was for, but it looked like Beerto did. However, just like her brother Bill only spoke in riddles. This irritated Angie. But for the time being, the going was she didn't intend to steal this key, so Angie calmed down a little.
あなたは
Do you know
こ
what
の
this
鍵
key
知
is
っているの？
used for?
もちろんである
But
ん
of
だ
course, however, I can't tell you.
どうして？
Why?
その鍵をどう
Because you have to decide how to use that key for yourself. I wish I said the same thing as my brother. The pair nodded, but it was all Greek to me. I feel like someone like that widow had everybody but me, and everyone was making fun of me.
やがてわかる。
You know
無理
soon
に考
enough.
える必
You
要
don't
は
need to dwell on it. Honey held the key tightly. She didn't understand what it meant. It was her own key and her own big brother told her to take good care of it. I know what the frick about to happen, cause like Burgos and Lambietta still aren't here. Like when they get here on the game board, there's gonna be like 2 different goddamn game boards. That's why they have Agi. That's my theory, okay? My theory is that Burgos and Lambietta and Battler's game board are 2 different alternate routes. Will you believe in the happy ending, or will you believe in the massacre? Or in the worst massacre possible? Because Burgos plans to just start killing. With her youthful expression, she was skilled as a witch might ask her to hand it over. Did she see her? Of course I saw clearly on her face, and the witch couldn't help but laugh with an honest expression.
安心せよ。
Fear not.
そなたのそ
It
の
is
鍵
impossible for
は
anyone to steal that key from you.
誰にも
No one
奪
can
えない。
steal it.
そういう魔法が
You
込めら
might
れ
say
て
it's
いる
imbued
と
with
でも
magic
と
to
に
make it so. I didn't wait for you.
わらわも
No,
バト
neither
ル
I nor Battler
そ
nor
して
anyone
島
else
の
on this
誰
island
も
can steal that key
本
from
当
you.
に？
Really?
あ
Yeah, Will.
そういう魔法がかかって
The
る。
magic won't let them. Key was hanging around with like an ordinary rifle. As you can take it off if you want it. If it don't try to use force, it seems he's willing to take it away. However, both her brother and the witch said it was protected by magic and stop it from stealing.
魔法なんて本当に？
Does magic really exist? With a 6-year-old Angie knew about the world Angie. However, she realized that real magic didn't exist, and a certain magical trigger was sometimes called magic. However, her brother and the witch will talk about magic itself.
ああ、
Yeah,
魔法は存在
magic
する。
exists.
本当に？
Really?
マリアもよくわらわ
Maya
のこと
speaks
を
to me
魔
also,
女
does
は
she?
言う。魔
Witches
法は
exist,
存在す
magic
る。
exists. No, she must have told you about those things on many.
そなたよく語ったはずだ。
That's what I mean, okay? Arc 1 through 4 is like a foil for like the mystery. Believe in the mystery, not the fancy. But arc 5 through 8, the end arcs, are just like believe in fantasy, reject the mystery. Because Elka was essentially a better battler in Arc 5 and Arc 6. She did everything. She was really doing stuff to prove alibis. Was the man back? It was true. Oh yeah, I've talked about it many times. When they were part of the game, I believe I'm wrong. Have Angie in some ways a shot for her age. When she heard Moya talking happily about Angie, he sounded like that such a thing really couldn't exist.
なら見せ
A shot.
見せて。
Show me
じゃな
magic.
きゃ信じない。
Or I won't believe you.
おいおい、レアとは島に来た
It
ばか
was
り
just
で
a while along. She
まだ
wasn't
屋敷
done.
に挨拶にも行っ
Say
て
hi to everyone in the mansion yet. Mallow spoke as though she was trying to smooth it over. When she heard that Angie became sure the magic and that was
魔
successful,
女なんて嘘っ
which is
ぱ
a
ち。
big
エン
fat
ジェル
lie.
知ってる
I
もん。
know.
おい、よすベアとが気を
You
悪
have
くする。
Beato's feelings.
よいよい。
You know,
魔
there's
女
no
に会え
problem.
ば
Anyone would say that upon
いつ
meeting
も
a
なら
mage.
ば
Not only I know that
こ
club
のような幼子の
comes
挑
to
発
from
に
such
付き
a
合いは
small
せぬ
job,
の
but
だ。
she usually loses
特別
that
に
power.
披露し
Why
て
don't
や
we
って
give her
も
a
いい。
special showing?
いいのか？
You sure? Before saying, which carefully Angie. Oh, okay. No, Angie had challenged the witch to show if she could. Now that she's about to be shown, she looked a bit hesitant. She gulped and then stared up at the witch's face. The witch held up her left hand, began close to Angie's face, and then when she slowly spread out her fingers. Angie was thinking it would turn into a fog that shook back. However, watching it with teeth while she realized nothing was happening. So her fear turned to irritation and she began to argue. I haven't used magic yet. He looked carefully in the not hiding anything away. Oh, so that's what she's doing. Now I finally understand. Angie checked both sides of the witches. Yeah. There's nothing there. Much closer. I'll make a fist. And then stretch out my index finger. Stretch out my index finger held in front of Angie's side. Angie was feeling this weakness. I pulled it back, standing her ground and concentrated on that fingertip. And watch the tip of my finger closely. Letting it be fast. Which rapidly lifted her index finger up to the point to the heavens. And just as Angie was about to see the finger wave fast slowing down, trying to dodge her gaze. In that manner, the finger was swinging down on the loop. Yes! As though Angie was playing the game of pure mullet hall. Feeling as though she would lose if she couldn't kill her fingertip, she swung on her face all the way, looking serious. Yo! Ever since she was young, Angie always hated to lose. She would take even the trivia games to her, not to use to the adults. The witch moved the hand faster and faster. Angie did not lose track of it. Yo! And the witch high pointed suddenly swung down. And when it stopped, her index finger good and her hand was laid on a simple fist. Could be something was gonna come out of that hand. Angie was suspected that might happen. Watched it look close, and no chance of the empty hand had grabbed something. Wait, I'm going to open my hand. Witch slowly opened her white first, and there. What? How? How, Oni-chan? Witch gave her kiwi rock candy as Angie as a present. Angie looked and desperately searched for any kind of trick, but it was an everyday, ordinary candy. How? That was a trick, wasn't it, Oni-chan? Oni-chan? Nope, that was magic. You were watching the whole time, weren't you? I was watching the whole time, so how? She didn't like it, but she was unable to see how it was anything other than magic. As a little sister fought about her and believed her a little, her brother gently told her once more that it was magic. It's about time you had no magic and pay my respect. You should come along that way. I was suffocating if I ever go online. You sure? Then I was telling you. What about you, Angie? You go back to nothing. I was saying with you, Oni-chan. She still couldn't accept it, but maybe, just maybe, you still was gone. But it looked like she was at least becoming at least slightly interested in this witch. And let us get the golden witch returns. The golden witch's grandchild returns, you mean? Do you really need to say something about that name? Okay, it makes sense, Beatrice, okay? That Arc 7 stuff is still surprising. We need to do something about that name. Big Brother and Witch really did seem close, playing off of each other like a pair of comedians and started heading up to the mansion. While Angie held her club, mostly trying to make sure he did not forget about her. Nah, dude! This is what happened after Arc 6. This feels like an actual direct continuation of Arc 6. Arc 7 felt like a completely different story. Arc 7 felt like a completely different story that was in the style of everything else. Let's go, chapter 3. The VIP room was filled with sweet smell of bunker tea and packed with smells and laughter. Simply splendid. I'm glad to see you in such high spirits. I can say the same for you. What kind of idiot is saying you reaching your last years? I just bought a bit of truth from you. As I returned to my study, I'd be a little more than a living seeing my own man. Enough of your lies. Give it up. I swear you'll be living until you're 100. Same here, I haven't seen you for 6 years, but I'm surprised how little you've changed. You little brat. It seems that you've known flattering at these past 6 years. There was just plenty of break. You hardly failed to judge in that matter. I've grown quite old indeed. But 1,000 Kinzo doing great when he does 100. What if I would not be any different when he's 100? I don't think I will get any more presents for complimenting me. It was a lot of cheering. Those who sat next to Beautiful was also laughing merely. As he stood all alone by the window, staring at the other, trying to figure out what sort of relationship which her portrait had with her grandfather. Interesting. There was a knock on the door. Is that you, Genji? Come in. Pardon the intrusion. Plus someone and now she's not here. Father, Bala couldn't see you. It's been some time, Beatrice. Has there been any news? Yeah, I'm just the way I used to be. Come, have a seat. And Angie, why are you here sitting in the little bite? Come over here and sit down. Angie, come on over. I just watch from here. Angie grasped the candy she got from Beatrice tightly, but still very gazed as she continued to stare. Angie offered a chair, but Angie just shook her hand. Do as you please. Come class Nashi and sit. Is this something important? I guess Angie and I shouldn't leave. Hey, if you leave, who's gonna back me up here? Kinzo. Don't mind if Bella stays, don't you? I have nothing to hide. I do not mind. However, he called the class and Nashi to the VIP room to meet Beatrice and Golden Witch. It was hard to imagine that Kinzo wanted to have a casual conversation. However, Kinzo said he didn't mind. He was also asked Bella to say so, he decided to do so. In order to avoid getting in the way of the conversation, Bella stood up from the sofa and walked over to Angie's window. And when the big brother finally came back to Angie, she clung to his waist as though determined not to let her go away again. Oh, I see. Must be why Angie doesn't like me.
What?
Huh? What do you mean? I don't believe. I didn't believe that she dislikes you. You can never understand women badly. Girls will smile at Angie, then turn and look the other way. Even a young woman is a woman nonetheless. When Beatrice started laughing, the conversation switched gears. Rather like, what? Why not if the kids were swimming class and now she's in a VIP room, and what was he going to talk about? Everyone felt automatically silent. Beatrice, the Golden Witch. Each and every day I remember a day ordered by the Ocean family for the time it was saved by the book of destruction. Yeah, you better thank me. Well, actually, your grandmother's thanking. Hey, shut up, you. No, it counts as one thing. Papa girl had been led to Ocean family for 3 generations, and there was no conversation. We truly cannot be grateful enough. God is there more than power flicks to me. This is what lead to have Kinzo hold it out since there was no word to put them. I'd like to say that just once before I die. Is the golden witch a witch person?
そりゃそうだな。
Oh yeah.
何しろ
I thought she went and went for 10 tons of gold.
そうだ。
Precisely.
必ず返す
And
と
been
約
bought
束
for
し、
several good gates and all promising to return someday. Instead of going to your unfulfilled state was not far beyond my
陶
ability
器
to
が
repay.
感謝の気持ちを
I
忘れ
had
た
feeling
こ
I've
とはある
never
ね。
gotten his gratitude. Is that right, dear?
無論だともそんなにわたる。
If
ベ
he
アト
just
リー
had
チェさん
more
たちが
to
欺瞞力貸してくれなかったら、
have rented us for 2
後宮家
generations.
はとうに
You
滅
Shima
ん
family
で
would
い
have
るツア
fallen
ツア
in
のお
love.
父さんとて
Even some of the
軍
shooters
資
were
金がなければ何もでき
without
な
the
かっ
funds
た
to
のですか
start.
ら。もはや金が金を呼び、
But now my money is making money and the
軍資
gold is
金は
making
静
my
かに
original
眠
funds
る
to
クラウ
please
ス。
Quest.
私が何を
Do you
話す
know what I'm
か
about to say? In the moment I pass on the sun that he had guessed, the things kindled lives into that. All things brought on must someday be returned. That day has finally come.
はい。
Yes, I
お父さん。
understand. Well,
ベアトリー、私はも
do not
う
have
追い
many
先
gifts
お
ahead.
そら
In
く
fact,
今日のこれ
this
が
might be the last
私
round
と
cover
お
that
前
we
が
all pretend together.
何を気弱な
I
こ
was
と、
saying
そ
how
んな
this
ことがある
makes
は
me
ず。
joke. We were just alone laugh. He looked at Ballard, so he was laughing along with him and the others remained silent. Apparently they experienced some magic as well as his laugh.
無論
The world that did not intend to die is very soon next to you.
来年
However, I don't believe I can make certain promises about me and you again next year.
いつ行か
I
ない
won't have I ever made a promise I could not keep.
そのようなことを胸を
If
張
you
って
say
言
it so
われ
proudly
る
like that, I'm not in a
と
position to
本気で
disbelieve.
言っているのか。
Are you really serious about this?
ベアトリーチェ
Be your choice.
しっかりと
I
け
want
じ
to
めを
amend
私が
amends.
こうして
I must do it while I still have
だ
the
から
energy.
私
That
は
we
今
have
日
made a decision to do it today.
おじい様は何の
That's what
話
I was talking about.
静かに
What?
じい様は
My
今から
fellow is in the talk of something very important. But now even Ballard understand what Kendall was about to propose. He'll probably realize it too. And one time the other Schmidt family ruled the skies of like an eagle before being crushed by the great continent earthquake. The eagle had marvelous wings toward out my partner at the bottom of some point. One on the point of death. And they were saved by the golden witch's golden miracle. I know the golden witch's protection the eagle and I noticed the twins from very news. And now finally it was time for the eagle to look towards which had provided. That's a very sound metaphor.
そなたの祖母より借り
All of the gold you and mother
そ
lent
な
me
たに
to, I will
返
return it to you. West, you have no objections to it. The gold did not belong to her, she was in the first.
無論です何の異論も
I
あ
have
り
no
ません
objections
良いの
whatsoever.
か、クラウ
Are you
ス。
sure, class?
そなたは投資
You
家であ
invest
る。
on what you
金はいくらあっ
can
て
always
も
do
足り
with
ん
more money,
金
right?
蔵から黄金を
And you
譲り
want
受け
Kendall
た
to
い
hand
と
the
思
gold
っ
over to you.
それを言われれば
Now you mentioned it's
確
hard
か
to
に
deny
それ
what you
は
say.
しかし
However, the contract has always been between you and your father, and the gold was yours to
主
begin
人
with.
は仮に
I
も
thought my husband's
父とお
success.
父様が一代に
Thus
て
far,
当
we
家を
built
復
this
興
family
さ
in
せ
one
主人も
generation.
一代で
I assume my
当家を
husband will
繁
make
栄
a
さ
family
せ
of
ま
life
しょう。そ
ahead.
してそれは
And this is
主
something the
人
two
と
of us will do
私で
together.
成し遂げることです。
よくぞ言っ
Well, say it.
その息である
That's
ぞ
the spirit.
10トンの黄金
You have
に
no
未練
words
は
about
ない
leaving
と
behind 10 tons of
や
gold.
れ
I must
大
say,
したものよ。
that is quite impressive.
黄金の魔法が効
I
かぬ
thought
相
you
手
used
には
demons upon him
魔女も
who
刀
cannot be
し
swayed
であ
by
る
the golden magic.
そなたに
I will send the
黄
gold
金を
to
来
you.
たが
However, I will not change the
魔
fact
女ベア
that
トリ
Oda
ーチ
Shima
ェ
family
は
will
後ろ宮家
brilliantly
にとっ
indeed
て
to
最
purchase
大
the
の
golden
恩
witch.
人
Told them that those ones left by golden witch was both simple and clear. The expression was by golden witch herself was slightly lonely, and you couldn't understand why that was.
返すというも
I can
の
hardly
を
refuse was being
Yare,
listened
yare.
to. Oh well. Which was wolves from the sofa. Then she walked to the window and looked down the walls garden the wind.
クラウス
Of course.
我が遺産についても
I've also desired to
私が
present
生
you
き
and
てい
others
る
of my
うちに
inheritance while still alive.
お父
Father,
さん私が死
when I
ねば
die,
葬式で
you would not
大
only
忙
be
し
busy
な
with the
上に
funeral, but
遺
I
産
also
は
assume
ど
that
うす
Ava
る
the
の
others
か
will
とエ
have
バ
you
た
thoughts
ち
to
今
be
から
able
分
to
けて
inherit.
おけば
If that's all
葬
divided,
式が気楽に
now
な
it
る
would
と
be
いう
less,
ものよ
it would be less strong for you. Quest, write
目
this
も
down.
源氏も初期
And
を
can't you
頼
please
これ
be
よ
our
り
secretary?
財
I'll
産
lay
の
out the
分け
distribution
方
of
を
my assets. Let's immediately begin explaining how the inheritance is split up. Ballard, realizing that she was being listening on this conversation, walked over to Beato, who was floating over the window. Hey, witch person. If you got so much gold in your hands, I'll be happy to lighten the load. Gold would be less useful if you turned it to firewood and used it to cook stew. They do actually have like a kind of... They do have some chemistry, okay? Hey, witch person. If you got too many gold, you got too much gold on your hands. It'd be good to light your load. Gold is much... It looks a bit miserable. So, the day has finally come. You feel a bit lonely. You do. Magic without the Oshima family created Wakajima. Let's go, more Beatrice moments. Now it seems like the Oshima family has any need for the power of my gold. It has taken flight, leaving my magic behind. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I called Wakajima the Witch's Island, my island. Yeah, and now Wakajima is returning the gold to me. I think it's time for Wakajima to awaken from my magic. I guess it has. I knew that this would be the last game. However, for that subject to be broached in a manner such as this is surprisingly hard to ask. Yo! You're the type of person who looks totally carefully but is actually full of lingering attachments and regrets. The poor and upstanding ones are usually the quickest to grow attached and to feel lonely. That's right. That's the kind of person you are. It was a game for you and me. It was fun. It was a game you polished to perfection during those 6 years. I once likened it to eternal torture for both of us. Eternity is we have to, when you still believe it was that it was an eternity. But all things must end, and we have to be aware of that. So we must not avert our eyes. Is that the sun always rises? There is no sun that doesn't set. Of course, Edgy didn't have the size on Jim what her buttons, which we're talking about. However, as long as she is, you can feel like the pair have spent an incredibly long time together. And they understand each other so well that they might as well be a married couple. They did marry in Arc 6 though. This is true. Bokuso was trying to get the get back in Arc 7 by being like, nah. And I'll be like, you know, you technically also lost to Battler as well. Like, what Bokuso gonna do to Battler? Milkcat still technically lost to Battler as well. Especially in Arc 5 at the very most. And Milton noticed overreaction. I want to find the two of us role-playing for each other. However, that time is already over. This game has been made not for our sake, but for yours. They were talking riddles again. Why the key hung into the chest as you look at her brother's face? Okay, imagine being edgy in Arc 8 and giving a key. Nah, this is distressing because I already know that, like, one of the possible routes is like the Bokuso and Lambietta game. And that's like the bad ending. Bokuso and Lambietta did say it with red text that it was certainly about to end, but it wasn't gold text. We need to show you the contents of the cow box in the middle today. That key I gave it is for opening it. What do you mean the cat box? You mean use day. Why do you use day so much? Who's the beautiful magic about you here? You must continue to story this day as the final witch. Does that mean a Muslim lane here? Her tone was slightly tense. She knew what her brother meant and made her frown. Just how long I've suffered wishing I could return to walking around 1986. Now I've finally made it here. Why are you chasing me out? You could decide that for myself. I did say that. I am not leaving. And please stop trying to swallow me in the stream made up tell you. I want to know the truth of this day. Here's a moody kid. 12 years in the future, 12 years in the past. Shut up, I didn't ask you. And what the hell do you think you're doing? And the girl which come here to offer her wedge west of Blue Shore. And then play over here with a clash of thunder and try to offer up 13 people as sacrifices. Why are you acting so happy and casual? Doesn't make any sense! You're the one who doesn't make sense. What are you thinking? Do you want me to be the murderer? You wrote tales about it. You stole them magic power and threw them into the sea. The two of them were discovered later on. Both were stories about cool serial murders. But a shame that only 2 of them made it to the show. How sad. That land of my greatest masterpiece was never seen by a human eye. I've been waiting to ask this for water. But what's up with those message bottles? I was looking at the details of my game against you and began creating those tales along the way. Once I realized I can create endless different tales of the same golden bodies, it really started to get fun. So you wrote them down, hoping that I'd read them someday? Precisely. They were so good I couldn't bear to wait for your return. I was precisely inspired by the classic books on the isolated islands and tried sealing them in bottles and throwing them into the ocean. Mischievous, did you think? No, mockery. That's what you plan for your crime. Use the occasion your hidden boards to plan a disconnect between the family members as you plan a brutal savory of letters. Sheesh. Is that how I've become in the year 1998? Well, I guess I can't blame them. Is that how I become in the year 1998? This shows us that I think we're dealing with people who... Okay, the people who exist on a way higher power right now. Like, we don't know what the fake buggers on Lambiette are doing, but like... I will say, that's probably one of the possible outcomes of Arc 8. I was so change of character. This is some scheme to try to make my guard down. I'm not going to be full Beatrice. Oh, Nichan. You want to make me someone to say witches to this, don't you? You think I fall for that? Yo, they're going from perspective. She's going from the perspective of what. I'll find the truth without your help. You feel like the truth is all around you right now. You won't call yourself grand now, but it seems like you Mintio would be more fair. No. I just saw Beatrice cheek having a difference between her. I was so wait to do $2 before her hand could reach her. Stupid. I won't acknowledge it. I would never acknowledge this fairness as the truth. I would add you yell those words while I exclude Claudia. They cleared up almost immediately. By that time, she had already gone back to her 6-year-old self. You're right, honey. This was sin I left behind and a reason for final tales. Existence. Let me stand be likely uncomfortable behind me. Usually gently pat her head. Indeed, this tale is a farce. It could not be true. Yeah, you spirit to look past it. You know to make that way on purpose. For the sake of the message you want to convey it to you. I'm already showing you to it. I don't want it to be forced on him. I see. I don't understand what the jewel you're talking. I'm sleepy. You're right. We should probably be going. Kinzo. Must remain here any longer? My apologies, but I must ask you to stay here a little longer. Moving on class. And the continued support of God class should be viewed as your responsibility as the leadership of family head. What a pain.
すまんなバトラ
Give me
ー。わ
back
らわ
with.
は送って
It
やれ
seems like I cannot go
源
with
氏
you.
この二人を
Would
ゲ
you
ストハウ
mind
スまで
taking
送
those two to the guest
か
house?
しこまりました
As you wish.
バトラー様
Brother, some entry channel, please follow me.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
じゃあな。
Okay,
後
beautiful.
で。
I'll see you later. Of course.
そなたとは語り
I have
たい
another
ことが
thing that I
山
want
ほ
to
どそれ
discuss with you.
今夜は
like
水いらずで過ご
us
し
to
たい
have some time alone
たまには
tonight.
夫婦らしい
We
こと
must
を
act the part of a
せ
couple
ぬ
every now and then. Yeah, because they're technically married by the end of Arc 6. This is more of a continuation of Arc 6 than Arc 7 was. Arc 7 is kind of like a coin flip. What do you mean act the part of a couple? I was actually having gone to the boy. She looked very sleepy. Probably would have been best for her to take a little nap. Malon walked through the windy lines, going pulling her by the hand. One question is by the guy Genji knew that it was different than who considered that we tend to go to be. And sound doesn't hear his problem.
親方様は
Master decided to stop
人
our
生を
relations
終えるとい
early
う
for his
最後
final
の仕
task in
事
this
の
world
準
ending.
備
自分が死んだ後のことなん
Most
て。
people who know not
人は普通
anything about what happens after the food
やっぱじい様は
His grandfather
ス
was
ケー
just
ル
on
が
a
一
whole
つ。
different scale.
今日は後
Many
ろ
months
宮
a day
家が
when the new
黄金
fight
の
and
魔
they
女
were
の
to
庇
go
護から
further with
飛
the
び
power
立
of
つ
the garden, which is
新しい
treacherous. That's true.
かっ
That's
こ
a
いい言
pretty
い
cool
方だ
way
な
to。say it. Apparently there's a great Halloween party that's gonna be held tonight, and Gunahan and the others are in order to start getting ready for it. However, this wasn't just a party. It'd be a ceremony to mark the return of Beatrice's gold. At the start of the day, grandfather would make an announcement, and the Ocean family would be giving thanks and applause to 3 generations of Beatrice's for their generosity over the years. This is what he had planned.
親父たちには
So
ま
they
だそ
keep
れ
a
は
secret
秘
from
密だ
Dad
ぞ。
and the others.
一応は秘密
Technically,
に
it
し
is
た
a secret. However, the master and master only began thinking that way today. You haven't considered this day of many years. You haven't discussed it with the master and the children. I doubt that anyone would be surprised to hear this night's
う
announcement.
ちのクソ親父。
Well, as when I
どう
was
やら会
asked
社の
to
ことで
know this
金の工面が
I
大
get
変
money
そ
for
う。
this
じい
company.
様からのちょいと早い遺産のプレゼントに。
When he hears it gets unwrapped, grandfather's inheritance presents early.
むしろ
I
大
don't
き
think
な
that
責任
Rudolph
に奮い立た
will
れ
be
るでしょう
galvanized by a sense of
ル
great
ドルフ様は
responsibility.
島を出ら
He
れ
succeeded splendidly
大
when
成
since
し
he
か
had
し
left
そ
the
れは
island. However,
親
his
方様
success
の
has
財産によ
fallen
って支えられたも
so
ので
far
す
has been supported by the mass as well.
それが唐突
And
に遺
now
産
he
を
has
ドン
suddenly
と出
got
さ
his
れ
inheritance money
これからは
and
お前の
have
力だけで頑張る
been
のだ
going
ぞ
by
と
the
なる
moon
わ
stream
け
for
か。
future. In
かえって
fact,
プレッシャーがあ
I'm
るか
gonna
も
put a
な。
present on him.
ご兄弟の皆様は
The siblings must
親
have
方
served
様
decades
とい
because of
う
their
あまり
father's
に偉大
excuse.
すぎる父親に
Gex's success
偉大
ability.
すぎる親
Only
は
by having a parent being
た
too
だ存
successful
在
can
する
give
だけで
could be a great burden on to the child.
思い
それが今夜本当の意味で
They'll be leaving the life and truly becoming adults for the first time.
親方様は今
Soon the
宵
master plans to call
黄
them.
金の返還式と及びですが最初は
However, he first intends to call it a living.
生前の葬式じゃ
I was pretty depressing to having
な
the
んだ
funeral while he's
か
still
新し
alive.
い出発の日
I'm at the calling the day and new
巣立ちの日
journey
って
and
方が
celebration of families much better.
確か
Oni-chan, I'm sleeping.
ほら
Look, it looks like we almost against something. You want to go to mom's room
それとも
or to the cousin's room?
これも
I don't care. I'll sleep until then. As you were still holding her brother while crashing out with luxurious dollars policy, Bella lifted her onto his back and carried her. As though she felt the weight and safety of her brother's back, Angie drifted into sleep. What happened that day? Oh, this is when Belkacem and Lambietta start making their moves. This one in the year happened on October 4th and October 5th of 1986. Because of that massive scale walking remote explosions and the time of the explosion occurred was almost exactly down to the minute. The time was the stroke of midnight on October 5th. The sheer improbability of that time proved that the explosion was produced by artificial means. Later than following the settlements were collecting from individuals who knew Usher McKenzie when he was alive. During his lifetime, Usher McKenzie built a clock willing to blow this island exactly the midnight. When the clock was barely inside his secret study, and when he felt mentally core and he wanted to think of a brilliant plan, he would activate his device to use the attention of the approaching midnight to bring some flash of inspiration to him. When Usher McKenzie still lived, this was only thought of as a tale about the eccentric man. In fact, walking was shown an explosion incident occurred at exactly midnight, supported the story. So damn, there's a few incidents. There's like the Wakashima murder incident of Arc 3. Like, I don't know what Arc 4's incident really could be called, other than the Wakajima alone incident, because everybody just got taken away and Ballard just kind of there making deductions. You know, episode 4 in some way can be pretty disturbing, because everybody was trying to give their all. Actually, like, they were fighting like shonen protagonists and they still lost and got killed. If we hope seeing some sort of mystical power from these short periods of madness, everything was so high effort and mental power. The story isn't that difficult to swallow. Oh, it's this guy again. This is Odin stuck partially witch hunters, enthusiasts who trade this mad fascinating world as the plaything. And she had no reason to love these people who had visited their family just for the fun of it. He hung as if Angie who wanted to know what happened that day, that these people were the ones who knew the most about the island. That's why I used the device. The island was blown away without a choice, and there was nothing to do. No matter what had happened later in the race. He was on the Urshima Ava being the mastermind of some kind of bug spot very early on. However, no one was able to explain how she was able to set up such a massive explosion, and the way clock proved that such a thing was correct. The theories of the Urshima family fully aware of the trauma and the waves of explosion took forge and to get all of the family off himself. He killed everyone using explosion to remove all the evidence. The idea gives all of himself explanation for the last moment. When it was Ava never spoke about the events of the day. It was a weird clock and how the Ava found it. Several forgeries had speculated on this matter. There was no need for me to wasteful thinking about it. Ava activated the clock device, had the crew and escaped the blast, and nobody was the only one to survive. That was everything, the answer, which added to the whole story. When Ava first adopted me, my relation wasn't as bad as it later became. I asked her several times what happened that day. Every single time she answered, it was to say that she didn't remember. Well, she must have been blessed at the time, but later somehow she answered like this. I can't tell you about it. It was a slip of tongue. You know what happened that day. And she left the world without telling me anything about the truth. You shielded the truth in the cat box and left this world taking the key with her. You can only do one answer. She was behind everything. Like, even in Arc 3, she technically wasn't even behind everything. The fact that Beatrice, like, killed Kenzo and the rest of the other servants. And Beatrice got promoted, but then, like, Beatrice Ava, basically her demon just started killing everybody. And then she probably crashed out and then actually killed a person. That was how Arc 3 was. Arc 7 was just straight up gunfire. Everybody was shooting guns trying to get money. He got all the family wealth to herself and became super rich. Now before she landed on the fact that her beloved son, she would never inherit any of she created and goes to me. Just remember that old bitch makes me want a ramen. You know what's the thing about this though? Agi. Unfortunately, it seemed like in Arc 7 that Kiwi cared less about you than Ava did. What happened on that day? That's what I want to know. Only reason I'm still alive, however later on it comes with the fact that my goal was an abstract one. However, I didn't know what happened that day. You commit the crime, who died? That is already clear. But Ava, she's the culprit. It has never changed since the beginning. I don't know about that whodunit. Like, I don't know. Even though Urashima Ava technically caused the deaths of like everybody after the first Twilight. Leon, Yasu, Beatrice. In Arc 7, at the end of the tea party, was gonna start killing everybody with guns. Yes. I'm not trying to even find out what happened that day. I'm trying to find out what Urashima Ava did that day. If I can reveal that thing, expose Ava's evil, even though she was already died. Like, yeah, Ava does have an evil side, and she did kill the whole family with that side. But like, Beatrice Ava and Ava are like alternate personalities. Let's say something like that. That is my true goal. The police also suspect the crime might have taken place and they did investigate. No matter how much they expected the clear witch had been unlocked, they didn't find anything at all. The public, the witch hunt as a court, everyone was self-producing evidence. Having then unable to find a single piece of physical evidence. That tells you something. Firstly, again, if you was gonna wind back to Arc 3, the only evidence that might be there might be she killing the battler. Though even that could be more of Beatrice Ava's doing. Okay. And so Ava was only a mere fraction of shade and made from guilty. Her aim to expose her crime. Like I wasn't anything as big as letting what happened that day. It was exposed the crime that Urashima Ava committed that day. And it's to have my revenge. Well damn, if you want revenge on anybody, it probably should be Leon. You know, that kid you met at like the Arc 7 thing. Damn, they really were just like, Agi, what were you doing? We about to show you a cool hard truth. And you're like, nah, that's just Ava. It was fun. So the people treating the events like some bizarre golden witch did it all. The feeling going witch and mean exploding Urashima Ava explain for what it was. I don't forgive Urashima Ava. I swear. I hate her. And I'll take revenge for my family. That is Urashima Agi, my one and only reason for living. If she knew that much, the president would probably be rolling around laughing in the next room. Shut up. I'll expose that old bitch's crime. I never expect such a blow. All the evidence will. You committed a perfect crime, I refuse. I know what this journey was. This journey to revenge for your family. Got a problem with that? You must be joking. It's great to know that you have a purpose in life. Would that be a turn off? You don't like Miss Zeski? because of the turn the radio off. And don't fly on the engine, feel the binging you in the car. There's something strange about it. A fight for revenge? Not really. I met people who live for that reason many times on the phone. You've been on battlefields many times, but anyway. Well, I've seen it for you. So people who fight for revenge for the advantage is strong. No doubt about it. Some people would even try bombs to themselves and commit suicide to take revenge for their families. Humans are more capable of dying for vengeance. That's why. I could do that too. Have you heard of child soldiers? I mean kids who fight like soldiers. That's it. Kids who have lost a parent that have nowhere to go sometimes get picked up by groups of armed insurgents and become soldiers. They get guns thrust in their hands, taught how to take revenge. When in the end, child is understandable. No one can become a soldier in the battlefield if they pull their trigger. You're trying to say that I'm like that? Revenge can be a reason for living. It can also give you the strength to become a soldier. Like a milk can turn a girl who has done nothing to solve over her parents' cause into a soldier and was overnight. Nothing gives you more power than revenge does. I guess so. And that's what I'm like. Do you know about the child soldier problem? No. Child soldiers who are given guns, time to take revenge. Or is that the reason for living? Well, that's not exactly right. It becomes the reason for shooting their guns. Well, revenge is something that never ends. At some point, they no longer have any reason to shoot their guns. What do you mean? They used to shoot for revenge, but eventually they keep shooting for no reason at all. Because they've forgotten about their revenge. When their revenge is impossible, they eventually try to forget their original purpose. When that happens, they have nothing except their gun. And eventually they'll keep shooting just so they can eat. The same child soldiers who start using guns for revenge end up as bandits or something. After all, they never got to school, never been taught any useful skills, was employed incorrectly. They only know how to shoot guns. And they only plays when they kill the enemy. What do you mean reason the real stops using revenge and becomes a means used to try to take? It's sad, really. You're saying that eventually get tired of revenge and where would it be in my case? Get tired of exposing the truth. And your life would become an eternity devoted to hating Orishima Ava. Yep. And the witches are just gonna bank on that. Well, that's true anyway, you got a problem with it? I was thinking of it, that's like... Not sure what Marcus I was trying to say, probably something annoying. So I'm not interested. Allegedly. Is that what you're trying to say? So along the line I had a UC. So you leave, you can do anything. I get the feeling this journey might be a waste of that platform. It's none of your business. I've already jumped a member of the skyscraper. And you were lucky enough to come the light back in and dive. So I'm already opposed. And my only purpose is to explore the juvenile things to take revenge of my parents gave me. That I am really a goddamn mercy. There's no way a stupid man like you would ever understand how I feel. After that amongst it was supposed to show this mouth. You should drug, but LG did not see. Even though Akasa must walk once more. On the first day we started this journey, you said something. You said you wanted to know what happened on the island that day. It's the same now. What changed? Now you're saying you want to know what happened on that island so you can expose Orishima Ava's crime. Yep. Isn't that exactly the same? Well, that's true. I'm tired, so I just sleep now. Would you mind staying away for a bit? Tell me when you get there. Watch that. I wasn't particularly tired, really. I just said that because I didn't like talking about this. Don't become a child soldier. After I decided to focus and sleep at night, I'm off to keep talking. I want to make sure she heard at least this much.
お嬢の旅は
She
最
started
初
this journey to learn the truth, and it's becoming more
復
and
讐
more
の
journey of revenge.
旅は真実を
A
暴
journey
く
of
こと
revenge by
だ。
close
し
and
かしお嬢も分かってる通り
But as you
六
know,
軒
there's
島には
nothing
もう
left on
何の
Wakajima.
跡形も
There
残
aren't
って
even traces left.
真実を暴く
So
こ
then the
と
truth
は並大
might
抵
not
の
be
こ
a
とじゃない。
panic. And what a monk was trying to say. Research you can see clearly out here just after the combat, weren't even able to find any physical evidence when that Oshima Ava was the culprit. And a full 12 years has passed since then. If the truth can be discovered by a girl like me, waving wads of cash around to pick up both data and legal, that's someone related to intimate. And someone will expose the truth long ago. I might not be able to reach the truth, and so my first desire to expose the truth will probably fade away. I vowed my hatred for Amo will only remain, just as child soldiers who get their own home. Ocean represents was good to shoot, African American people and just stood to hate. From my hatred of Ocean and Ava, my revenge will expose the truth I'm in full. But I will go on hating her anyway and become good in my whole life. Is there any difference between shooting revenge and shooting to just live? When you pull the trigger, someone dies either way. And what about my case? Is there any difference between hating Ava as I expose the truth and hating Ava after I've given up? There was no difference. In the end, whether I find the truth or not, I just keep on cursing Ava over and over until I could die. What a crappy life, but now that's all I have left. Oshima Ava stole my family, so I take revenge. But it's also gonna find the stronger to the world. My conscience is slowly drifting away to sleep. Why so many chance showing me such a bizarre Wakajima? Is this supposed to be the truth enough of this farce? Why even is Oni-chan trying to hide the truth from me? I'm trying to find it so I can avenge him and the others. But would Oni-chan say the same thing as the monk, so that revenge is meaningless and should I stop? That's why he's speaking in riddles to try and make everything more confusing. That is none of his thing. I'm not trying to take revenge for their sakes. I'm doing it for my sake too. I've lost the only thing I'm live for. Taking revenge is my reason to live. I don't have a clue what Oni-chan is thinking. Halloween party. Oh, that's why Arc 2 had the pumpkins and stuff. On the way, it started to pull down hard. However, inside the cousin was loud and cheery. Began being winging spears, and no one would have paid attention. Full house. Like that. What? You weren't bluffing. The cousins were all bursting with energy, sitting in a silk on the bed. I thought Butler always had clapping his hands every time he acted tough. Of course, I've been losing all this time just to make you do that. I just remember Butler, the man who loses strategy to win in the end. Oh, Butler is amazing. All my coins are gone again. I'll give you some of mine. Let's clutch Butler together, okay? For a deck of cards, the cousins have fully enjoyed themselves for many hours. They were so close into the casual thunderbolt, hardly even budged to the static in the background. Starting to get hungry. I wonder if the dinner was late in that. It should be ready soon. Goda-san and the others. We'll be running. I'll out for tonight. Which means we got a lot to look forward to. Except to celebrate my non-related return. I heard from Shion just now that it's going to be a Halloween party. They said people saying how sounds incredible. Halloween party. Wow, wow. Hello, who is it? I was not gonna know when Angie was there. Should have been sleeping in her parents' room. Oh, hey, it's you, Angie. So you're waking up? It said dinner, so I had to cook the lunch. It said to get ready. Food. I'm hungry. Well, she was the hungriest, more celebrated more viciously than anyone else. He jumped happily and hopped off the bed. He was clambering from the bed, so to put their shoes while Kibbe Rudolph came into view. Hey, Brad, time for food, so get ready. It looks like it would be extra special. I cannot wait to see. I know. It's a Halloween party. A Halloween party. I know, and Angie doesn't. Mom, what is a Halloween party? Who knows? We just have to go and see for ourselves. Everyone's ready. It's time to go. Is everyone here? Please follow me. Mario, over here. Your collar's cooked. I'm so hungry. The food is the best part of these family conferences. Are you hungry too, Angie-chan? Give a smile at Angie. Yeah. Stop it. Angie? Yes, I am, Mike. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I bet you're starving. My stomach is rumbling too. Alright, let's get out of here. The wind is blowing hard outside. Make sure you don't lose your umbrellas. Now, since this is the final arc of Umineko, after I finish this arc, and Tarling and do whatever epilogue, this is what's gonna happen. After I finish this arc and do whatever epilogue, I'm probably gonna only upload all of the videos on March. So I have a break so that my voice can get better. Yo, start interacting with the Umineko community after I finish all the arcs. Before these videos are drafted. Everyone, please take an umbrella. Here's your umbrella, Angie-chan. Thanks, Aunt Ava. Girls are really so cute. Legitimately, like, head pat? Come on, head pat. Come over and play with your auntie self one of these days. It's a promise, okay? Look, ain't Elvis taking a like to Angie. Yep. Apparently mothers actually would have liked a daughter. I've heard that too. I think she told that me too when I was little. Mom always said she wanted a son. When the kid grows up happily, it doesn't matter whether the boy or girl. Mother's my precious gift from God. When we got outside, the wind was actually strong. That does facilitate something. Cause this whole arc is about Aggies it's about Aggie being like, damn, Ava, you have wronged me. Ava, who was with his body hit off with Angie, offered to share an umbrella with the little girl. It's hard to tell whether they're charging silent about, but it seems like they're always giving it out suddenly. While opening his blood as he watched this. His little sister was cute when she was getting out to her, but she was just as cute and adorable when she was looking up at someone else with a happy smile. The wind and rain were strong, and even this must have been the perfect place to hide their anticipation out of the coming meal. Yo, it's Halloween, bro. This has been hinted since Arc 2. For some festivals, the regulations, the main hall had been remade as a scene of a Halloween party. Let's go! Thanks to some fastest election of Halloween party, man singing a Halloween party. Can't sure your family look always took the meals in the morning home. Listen, they have a buffet style Hollywood club dinner.
Yo,
Oh, bad boy.
Oh, Maria! 久しぶりであるな。
Hey Maria, no talking listen. Happy Halloween. Trick or treat.
お菓子はあるが
That's so
今は
petty for you,
夜
but
の
now's not
食
the
事の前
tea.
であるからな。
Wow, this is just before meal.
ありがとう、ベアトリーチさん。
And the
相
beautiful
変わ
song.
らずお美しいわね。
I see you looking as beautiful as ever.
ローザこそ。
You too well,
こっちとは思えんぞ。
One would never guess you'd be a mother.
お前少し出来上がって耳
You've
が
been
少し
drinking.
赤いぞ
You seem pretty wet there. Hmm?
あの後。
Well, after you laugh,
金蔵が珍しい酒を手に入れたという
you
の
told me you're in
だ
position of unusual drink. A little awkward, I'd never hurt anyone. She drunk.
食事の前のお菓子は
Oh,
自重す
so
る
her
のに
social talks to little kids about I eat good and eat food.
失礼いたします。
Pardon me.
ベアトリーチ様。
We're just so announced
お
with
館
calling
様
for
のお呼びでございます。
Pardon me, Beatrice, my master's calling you. It's all kinds of begging over real life fortune.
やれやれ。セレモニーとは金蔵も形式にこだわる男よ。
Comes to the ceremony, that man's always obsessed with form.
例の黄金の
Twice
返還
I've ever
式
ceremony for the gold to
ことなん
return.
だ後ろ宮家にとって
There's
は
a huge stream
一つ
population from
の
my
多く
family.
付き合ってやれや
ちと寂しい気持ちもあるがな。
Just feel a bit lonely though.
後ろ宮家顧問連
Considering
勤
the
術
fact
師で
that
あ
you'll
る
be
こと
with
は
my family out
である
there.
な。
We'll have.
ではちょっと言って。
I'll be back shortly. The Odashima family
後ほど
outcomes.
な。
Real
ケ
quick.
ンジの話
Going to
も
Genji. Today's party is good
楽しみに
food.
して
You
おる。
better look forward to it.
用意したのはお前じゃないだろう
Make it sound like you did any of the work. Why you're another one of the another one who obsessed too much over details. Later.
お兄ちゃん、
Nietzsche,
今
it's
日は
someone
何
gonna
か
happen
特
today.
別な日。
It's a special day. Because I actually even say they're running that much. You seem to get gems and
後
knowledge.
ろ宮家にと
It's
っ
a
て
special day for
は
the
特別
Odashima
なんだ
family.
が
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with you personally, so you should be able to relax.
そうだ。ねえねえお兄ちゃん聞い
Oh,
た？
that's good. Hey, did you
さ
know?
っきエヴァおばさんが
I just heard a huge
すご
secret
い
from Aunt
秘密を
Ava.
聞いマリアお姉ちゃんも知ら
And
な
my
い秘密。
Onicha doesn't know, but I'll tell you.
ほう秘密ってなんだなんだ
So what is the secret?
あのね、
Oh, yeah.
アーモンドが入ってて。
I heard there's an
当たりなんだ
almond in it and you win.
当たりってくじ引きか何かの話
Got a
か
lottery or something? Hmm.
とにかく、
Anyway, if you get an
アーモン
almond,
ド
you
が当たりなの。
win. Angie puffed out her shit, because that means you want to be close and sharing the 16th secret. This you and almond to win didn't really claim that much.
分かった分かった大切な秘密を教えて
Thinking
く
about
れ
me and on major
う
secret.
ん。お
Hmm,
兄
you
ちゃん、
mean
せっかく
Angie?
秘密を教
I
え
even
た。
told you my secret. Anyway, Trick still puffed out, headed back to where Aunt Ava was. They were really getting along well, because I have no problems with their art. With some guy from the class, I wouldn't care what elementary school so that's not having. Not playing with no playing with the opposite sex without Onichi's approval. Let the Boba Geji's voice wing out. The child gradually subsided and Wayne outside once again became a parent.
Minasama, ご静
Ladies
粛
and
に願
gentlemen,
い
I
ま
ask
す。
for your silence. Science festival. Well, thinking vaguely well, tonight's festival could have more than a home party. I already knew. There's a ceremony to return the gold from Kendall's of Beatrice, which have been embellished for so many years. Plus, it will be announced by Kendall himself. Don't know how this will go. Had not only restored the Otoshima family, but it allowed to a new level before it experienced. His book of how he had finally returned his gold to Beatrice, the one who saved the Otoshima family. A wealthy ingot that gave him light red ribbon passed with his hands to her.
3代にわたる黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェの恩
As the Otoshima family owes to those 3 generations of Beatrice of life.
白宮家は未来
This
永
one that we should
遠
not forget.
やれやれ
Let me
しまう場所もない
have no one to put it, but I suppose I can't take it as Beatrice and as I was bad, you're just remarkable. And the surprising one when you couldn't help but laugh.
後ろ宮家顧問錬金術師ベアト
And
リー
Beatrice, the Otoshima family
今
album,
宵をもち
not out acknowledging
10
of
ト
the
ンの
loan
黄金の
contract
貸
for
し出
10
し契
tons
約
of
の
gold.
終了を受け入れるものである我が祖母の代より数十年
Many decades past since my grandmother's gen. It's still kind of crazy that technically this is Beatrice's grandmother. I'm the eagle will one to fly one day. I'll watch over the eagle and play for its possibility for all generations to come. Also the hall. Although she had managed to make a defiant speech, as soon as it was over, she stuck her tongue out and leered at us. I guess there's a limit for how long Beatrice could stay serious.
黄金の魔女
I'm
ベア
back
ト
to the
リ
name of
ー
Jews,
チェ
where she is Beatrice's golden which may live for 1,000 years. Thereby, even though the descendants shall be Beatrice and all alchemists through his
白
family.
宮家
The
子
decision
孫
of the
に
Otoshima
一
family
度
will play
ベアトリーチェの
which is all
恩を
granted from and be passed over through generations. His family would always be indebted to Beatrice and there always be our family tied by a
尊
noble
い
bond.
絆で結ばれた家族なのである
And Agi is the next Beatrice. It ties something back into the future. In Agi's future, she was told to be the last golden witch.
ご承認いただける方々は
We show recognition from the world. I'm again these both of look at each other and start applying all at once.
ありがとう
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
ベアトリーチェ
Beatrice,
そなたは
you are a member of the
そ
Otoshima
れ
family,
は
and your
強
bonds to us will be
い
more
尊
sacred
き
than
絆
one
に
of
よ
her
るもの
wives.
だ
Boom, 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 boom. Well, the relationship between the debtor and the creditor is definitely more important than the
ベ
liability.
アトリーチェ
As that Kingsley's long-winded speech continued, Knight Kingsley would have the titles the Otoshima family had, and then he announced he would feel the distribution of his name. Show of excitement spread with the secret of his money trouble when they heard that they didn't have to wait until Kingsley's death to get their inheritance.
お前たちが
I am
そ
aware
れ
each of you
ぞ
will
れそれ
entrust
ら
with
の
money.
問題
This should
は
be not
全
to
て
resolve all those
正し
problems.
い
But do not grow
心の
complacent. This is my
死を
inheritance.
待たず
I'll
して
give you
私
before my
は
death.
お前たちを
In the past, I would have been strict and I have always watched over
今
you.
宵をも
At the beginning tonight, your father
お
was
前たちの
he
父
survived
は
that
それ
support
を
of
や
that kind.
私は
I shall
人情
watch
か
you
ら
take
見
your
守
flight
る
as
か
you
のごとくお前たちが飛翔する
do watching down upon you from the
もは
heavens.
や
No well
何の
will
口
well
だそなた
interfere.
たちの
You may
生き
live
たい
however you may please. Dead.
お父様
Father,
わかりました
we
私たち
understand.
は
You
必ず
you
優
have
勝
no
してみ
fear
せま
that
す
we'll take the fight on our own.
兄弟で力を合わせ
And here
後ろ
now
盾
all
を
of
ま
us
すま
siblings
すに
need to
兄
work
弟
together.
一同
Make the Otoshima
Kokoni
family even
chikaimasu.
more prosperous.
さや
With love.
ねわしらは力を合
We
わせ
stick
た
together,
ら
there's nothing that could stand in our way. I actually lied for Genji, I demolished him. However, he could understand why they were happy. Why they were so happy. Yeah! Money problems! Cute. So far the siblings had called ruthlessly over the inheritance. However, this evening, the inheritance have been legally split apart and no longer need any scheme for money. However, the siblings have no any reason to squabble with each other anymore. On the contrary, it is time to join hands that each other become more and more prosperous. Everyone was sniffing in tears with their eyes. So was Rudolph. That was even at their ages. They have finally left the West. Dang. He would have just like an unleashed demon for Will. Alright, but why now Kiwi not doing anything? So we're not gonna bug her. Same reason why I didn't bug Ava all those times after Arc 3. We're not doing the same to Kiwi. Even though it had just been like, not even one arc ago, it had just been a few like hours ago. Since I got up in the dawn of the morning and played through Arc 8. So like it had been a few hours since Kiwi did all of that, but like the English Illusion film, leave long and run. Let's leave with the witch's band and go their separate ways into their own power determination. Here's the thing. If only I had done this from the start. If he had settled his hands swallowing himself, there'd be no way for him to quarrel at all. Said he acted like a sultry mother and brother about them, which has resulted in extreme relationships with each other. Yes. That had been his responsibility, now he's just bingo. Not an invisible rope around the kingdom realm. And now that rope gains another sense of release he hadn't experienced for many years. Four siblings stood up before cameras and all support the class new head and give the family greater prosperity. Let's go! We got the true ending. The faces sparkle with unexpected youthfulness. It was only natural. Although the four of them had not been so naturally united since the time they were kids. As the fiber of youth returns and the siblings band together once again. When class finishes announcement, the warm applause filled the hall. Like, this is the falling, like, Arc 7 was definitely the falling action, okay? The Arc fell a lot, but then the Arc did draw some lore, huge lore drops. To the point where the people have to go through Arc 7. Well, you don't have to see Tea Party Arc 7 if you really don't want. No, you're forced to see Arc 7 Tea Party. Unfortunately for you, you're forced to see Arc 7 Tea Party. And since this is a visual novel, fast forwarding it isn't really gonna do anything. Or you could just skip Arc 7 by just unlocking Arc 8 though. And see what happens in the unknown reality where Bokuso went better where the page where there'd certainly not be a happy ending. Class finished announcement, while applause filled the wall. I'm still kinda eerie or kinda like tense because I do think Bokuso and Lambietta are gonna do something that might flick up this game. And this is kinda not exactly the ending of Umineko because there's supposed to be an epilogue sequence. Cousins. The servants do. Join in the applause and continue on and on. As you watch this dumbfounded, the four siblings would call each other constantly since they were kids supposedly. Supposedly their clothes and large swords of kids was inherited as a gold and words of money spotted on them. Even the world truth, the world that they acknowledge has been rewritten by this golden heroine. Are they actually friendly toward each other? Or did they quarrel all the time like I didn't believe that didn't matter anymore? Either way, why now all of those problems have been resolved? I mustn't believe. This is just on new chance farce. People knew this fact. No one's dad and the others hug each other with tears not on their face. I couldn't help but there's something welling in my eyes. That's just another part of your farce. What will you have to see? What will you have to hear before you let yourself believe? Leg. If you say in red truth, is everything you can't say in red a lie? Yeah, cause this is the same thing that led to why Erica made all the actions she did. Since Erica basically like a actually like I won't believe it unless it's in the wed truth. But then I'm like, damn, that's what got Erica so deluded. Like again, Baba was fighting for them lead shoes in the detective part of Yumiko. In the fantasy part of Yumiko, no. Because I do think this is the fancy portion, the portion of Yumiko where we just like, yeah, magic isn't bad so after all. Like sure, there's spooky witches, but look at this situation. Believe in magic, and believe in the miracles of magic. That's how you repel Birkenstow, the worst of the witches. I just look a little full and felt solid. As the game master, Ballard was able to use the word truth. However, that will only exist on the witch's game board. In the world of humans, word truth doesn't exist. People see things, hear things, and they believe something's real, believing they accept it as the word truth. Yeah, that's what we were saying, is that in Arc 5 and 6, the reason why Erica did all that she basically did in those arcs was because she couldn't believe in the in a scandal she got with her boyfriend any of the words. So now she kind of relies on word truth like a coping mechanism. So eventually I think she got past that. Still the same kind of deal, Agi. Don't fall like Erica, because Erica just simply gone off into the deep end. This is a PSA, don't fall like Erica. This is a PSA to be like, is fancy really that bad? Like, y'all having these anime-ass fights? I will say it's kind of funny what this PSA actually is. Is fantasy really that bad? Like again, Battle only gets into the mystery Beatrice's board game solving for 4 arcs, and then he leaves in arc 5, and then he comes back and becomes the actual, you know, game master, which also means that he's basically on the witch's side. And then we see how the detectives supposedly out here getting insane ass buffs that are ridiculous. Elko out here like 1 duct tape seal, 2 duct tape seal, 3 duct tape seal, 5 duct tape seal. We duct tape and seal everything. Once Angie accepts that no kind of truth can become truth. I don't want her to realize this. There's no point in using the word truth or word that's game to force the truth on her. Angie would use her own power in her own heart to accept the truth as truth. The decision was Angie's. No one can force her to decide either way. There was nothing wrong with urging the claim that seemed to be a farce. But even so, in what meaning does the hard tears running down Angie's face? Angie would have the concern that herself without turning. Even rather than some of what her eyes, Angie let the 6-year-old version of herself take control of her peace. And it was full of a monotonous for a stretch of time. Yeah, don't fall in the pit hole that Erica got into. Now, Erica did approve, and basically Erica was just like, fuck you, Bookatao. And I'd be like, damn. Like, even though this was a short move, that was probably the most W move you made in the history, Erica. You were truly a scary opponent, alright? Beautifully adored dishes, which were brought one after another. Champion cooks loosing with pleasant sounds. Damn, now I gotta like think about how crazy Arc 5's ending was. Or the flippin' prologue of Arc 6. Jeez Louise, was there so many crazy moments with freaking Erica. Damn, like, I will say one thing. Alright, this might be a hot take, but I don't care. I think the games that involve Erica was when the freaking action rose up so much to the point where it became like a peak ass. It was the peak of the story. All the things Arc 5 did was kinda masterful in a way. As a storytelling perspective, and even as a mystery perspective. Because in Arc 5 and Arc 6, I don't know where the frick Erica took those guys or done with those people for Arc 6. And for Arc 5, I don't know who the culprit actually is. Like, legitimately, the people are dying, but Beatrice isn't the one who are killing the people. Or, like, anybody else. The culprit of Arc 5 gotta be the most mysterious thing ever. Plus the epicness of the ending, where the young go to the chapel, they were trying to suspect Nasha as the culprit. God damn, though. That's what I will say one thing. When Erica was the villain, that's where the arcs become peak. We got from, oh, witches aren't real, to, oh, what the frick, Ava, what are you doing? To flippin' anime ass fighting in Arc 4. Anime ass fighting in Arc 4. For like tests. To goddamn the epic goddamn tale that Arc 5 and 6 just tells. You cannot separate Arc 5 and 6 without one or the other. They are interconnected. And I'm almost connected than Arc 3 and 4 were. But Arc 3 and 4 is still like a pack of two tales. Arc 1 and Arc 2 you could probably play Arc 2 without knowing anything. But you cannot play Arc 3 and Arc 4 without knowing anything. Maybe Arc 3, but Arc 4? Cohesion? Messy. On purpose. And then these final few arcs. They're definitely falling action, but there was a lot of goddamn lore drips. Just so the timeline can get screwed up in Arc 7. Bowser decided to just put episode 7 Tea Party Shadow Drop that shit, which I probably would not forgive that, because that is as disturbing as when Beatrice was out here in Arc 2 telling goddamn Rosa, oh yeah, these are your body parts.